Shaddah Da Beloved Family. Coming with this transmission from the Oh So Nice family. Oh So Nice and everything we do and everything we say. Sit back, get ready to learn, listen, find out what information is going to be transferred to us from the elders. Guaranteed to enjoy it and rise your vibrations to the boundless in the boundless universe. Hooah!
Yep.
We might have to re-record that one.
You want to do it again? You go ahead and do it again. I started right here.
Hey, take two.
Hold on. How about this? We do this. How about we go into it and you start talking about some stuff. So we're gonna re-record the intro, Maurice, and then you just start talking about some stuff. Like hey, we doing the show now live, sir. We trying to get an intro.
Yeah, I'm here.
Shaddah Da Rahubat. Tuning in from the 7-5. Gabriel Cuffy, Maurice, son. I'm with my brother Miles here. Who else is tuning in from the 7-5?
What's up, son? Thanks for joining us. Shaddah Da. That's my son.
Rahubat.
That's my S-U-N right there. Rahubat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my son Gabriel. Gabriel Cuffy. Thank you, son.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get it popping. That's right. Gabriel Orion. Yep. Named after information that I got that was so mind blowing and had DNA explosions from reading the works of the master teacher Baba Yanun. That's where he got his name from. Thank you for calling in, son.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. Can't hear what's in store to talk about. You know, so much under the heavens to talk about and break down and understand. I'm ready for it all.
Oh,
that's what's up, young masters.
I'm trying, man. I'm practicing.
Yep. So anything anybody want to talk about in particular? His brother Tank is checking in.
Man, I guess we can touch on a little bit of what I think Young Elder gonna bring as far as the system, maybe. I can tell y'all what I know, you know, because I was studying a thing called Creditors in Commerce, maybe like 9 years ago. You know, I learned a whole lot of the same stuff about Black's Law Dictionary. Anybody got a Black's Law Dictionary?
Nah, but I picked it out online, though, whenever I want to look something up. I do check that out.
Yeah, it's good to have one, though, in your library. Get you a Black's Law Dictionary. I think the fourth edition is the one they got before they started making a lot of changes in it. You know, they're trying to change a bunch of stuff now to benefit them and hurt everybody else. So that's what they're doing right now. They're changing the laws up. You know how Jim Crow's laws was. I know y'all probably heard of that documentary, The 13th. It's about what they did to us after slavery. Now, after slavery, where everybody thought they abolished slavery, they created laws to put you right back in slavery and created a system of rules for black people only to follow. And that's how they set traps. So they still set traps today the same exact way in the system. Same exact way. Somebody say something? All right, yeah, they set traps the same exact way. That's what the stop signs and the stop traffic lights and all, the timing they on and all of that is there to frustrate you. You know, so they can set their traps, and then they cops, they got that ability to sit off and off the side. They can pull off in the grass. If they caught your ass in the grass, they'd pull over and give you a ticket. But they're allowed to sit in the grass and set you up in different situations. I'm out here driving right now, and I'm in traffic all the time, so I see the traps. and they have a bunch of unnecessary construction set up. It be cones set up in zones for months before I see anybody working on them motherfuckers. And I be going, well, why can't I go that way? They're herding cattle. That's exactly how they treat us. They herd cattle with the construction zones, mainly, you know. And they always, and the one thing I found out, too, is this daggone concrete is a trap. That's a trap in itself because they know they should have been smart enough to create better material by now that we should drive on that don't break up through the seasons. You know, instead they rather use their scientists to create weapons and to create diseases and stuff, you know, to hurt and harm us. But anyway, I need to get back on the court system thing. There's a brother on YouTube that goes by Morris Mo, and he's got a lot of good videos where he is breaking down the system and how to actually stand up for your rights when you just out there in public, when you're just doing your thing. They got videos where he schools officers on the laws and statutes that they don't even know about. You know, so once we actually get equipped with the information, if you're not courageous enough to use the information, it ain't gonna mean nothing. So I want everybody to know on this line, when you learn things, do thorough research of the thing that we're talking about. Do thorough research, because once you do thorough research, then you can know for sure within yourself that this is going to work. You got to have faith in yourself to do it. When the officer pulls up and asks you, you know, why was you doing this? Why was you doing that? You got to know what procedures to take, you know, how to handle him. You know, you got people that are on videos that don't even roll their windows all the way down. They just cracking them. And then we got a lot of trained Negroes, they roll their windows right on down. And then start talking shit like an idiot, you know. But there's a lot of white people know better. They keep their window cracked. There's a lot of black people out there know better, too. A lot of people catching on to this, and they showing on video that this stuff works. And that the officers usually respect the information after they go back and check that you're legit. When they check that you're legit, they leave you the fuck alone. You know? But if you ain't got no courage to find out that this stuff works, what good is it to learn it? Anything that we learn in law, we got to be courageous enough to use, especially when we playing their games. I mean, don't we
stand up for your rights, bro.
Yeah, stand up for your rights. Man, we beat them at every other
game. Yeah, y'all on that, man.
There he is. Wait, hey, what's the shout it out, brother?
Hey, man, like, look, he told me 11 o'clock, but where I'm in Louisiana, so it's like 10. I guess like an hour behind, ahead of y'all or behind y'all or whatever. So that's why,
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm on
Central
Time.
From here, brother.
Yeah, man,
you know
man, I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna let you hit him in the head.
Yeah, this the biggest fucking game ever, man. Like, it's the biggest game ever, right? Because the shit tricky, man. It goes all the way back to, you know, you ever heard of her name is Munta Oka, right? They call her Pocahontas, right?
Yeah.
Munta Oka. Yeah, she was a princess, right? Because her father was a chief, because what they had did is they had brought several tribes together in Virginia, like a couple tribes together. And her father was the head chief of this tribe or whatever, right? They called him to be exact, they called him like the supreme chief. Like it was like, say like these tribes, like say like it was 5 chiefs and all these chiefs was over their tribe, but then they answered to this one main chief who was called a supreme chief. You see what I'm saying? And we're dealing with Moorish Americans. We're going all the way back to the Wichita and all this. We're gonna get into that, but Pocahontas is the key point because her real name, like we say, is Munta Oka, right? And she the main point, right? Because this white supremacy and banker system sent 2 white boys and put them on Pocahontas to try to get her to fall in love with him. One was named John Smith, and the other one was named John Roth, right? And they teach us in school that John Smith was the one that was, had won over, but that's not true. The truth is that John Roth won over, right? And they wasn't competing because they was in love with Pocahontas. They was competing because they was sent by their master, right? The master mason, right? As a fellow apprentice, they was fellow craftsmen or into apprentices. They was sent by their master to convince Pocahontas into being with them because they was after a certain thing. They was trying to incorporate themselves, interweave themselves within the native tribes, right? So what they did is John Roth ended up getting her. He was married to her for 3 years, right? And he had a kid named Thomas Roth, right? Because once they had that kid, now this kid is a heritage to the supreme chief. You see what I'm saying? Watch the game now. Watch the game.
Yeah.
She's the heritage to the supreme chief. So Thomas, by law, by rights and heritage, Thomas Roth would be a descendant of the supreme chief because he was the son of Pocahontas. See what I'm saying? So what they did is they took Pocahontas over to Gravesend, England, and threw her off the boat. You know what I'm saying? Threw her to the damn sharks, right?
Uh-huh.
And so now they had this child, but they can take this child, and based on whoever kin to him, whoever we can cross to this child, we can bring these cats back and set up what we call Jamestown, right? Where they set up over, they was able to come in because they had the bloodline. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Through Thomas Roth.
Yeah.
Right? Who was Pocahontas' son, who was the daughter of the supreme chief. So that's what it was about. That's how they can interwove themselves to get in to the system. And then once they came over here, right, then they began to do their maneuvering. And I'm going to tell you one thing. One thing, man, they set up a thing, man, it's called, man, if you got any pens and paper, you might want to write this down. It's called a Spanish Inquisition. Have anybody on the phone ever heard of the Spanish Inquisition?
I heard about it.
And all this ties in. Yeah, and all this ties into what the brother was talking about the, right to trial. But this is all we're getting into that. This right here, but this right here is the center. This right here is the root of it. You know what I'm saying? It goes all the way back to them incorporating themselves with the Moors, who were Native Americans, because there's a difference between American Indian and Native American. Right? The American Indians are beings who came through a crossbreed of of the Hoshin coming in and mixing with the California groups, right? Because a lot of the Wichita was in California too. People don't know that, right? And it goes all the way back to the Armax, right? But the thing is, these beings, these Englishmen, right, was to come in, get the Pope, get the princess. They got up, had her for 3 years. They threw her off the boat, took the son, so they was able to incorporate themselves into the bloodline. Thus, they were able to come up and set up a tribe, set up their first station in Virginia, because that's where Pocahontas, their main archives for the 5 or 6 tribes that her father was over. Their main center was in the Jamestown area. So these beings let her come back over here and was able to set up and start settling in that area first due to the bloodline of Thomas Roth. You follow me? So I'm saying, man, it's just like, man, then it goes, what they did is, the Spanish Inquisition, man, anybody gonna take the foundation of all politics across the world. Foundation of all politics across the world is dealing around the Spanish Inquisition. And let me tell you, Woodrow Wilson was a dirty, low-down sucker, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because a lot of shit went down in 1913. See, you're dealing around the skull, what they call a skull and bones, at Harvard and Yale, right? Those who represent the skull and bones. And you know what that shit means? That means pausing like a motherfucker. Anytime you see skull and bones on anything, that means pausing. Right?
Yeah.
So it goes back to man, look, Lyndon B. Johnson, two presidents that really screwed America over. Woodrow Wilson and Lyndon B. Johnson. Right? What Woodrow Wilson did is they did a secret treaty. They set up a secret treaty, right? What's the name of that treaty? The name of that treaty is the Secret Treaty of Verona. Yeah, the Secret Treaty of Verona, right? Well, they met up secretly on the island of Jekyll outside of Georgia and sold the last remnants of those who understood the moral science. The last remnants of those who understood the moral science. What I mean when I say moral science, you know your heritage. You know law, because you got to understand the Moors spoke Greek, spoke Latin. They spoke Latin. Latin and Greek, the same thing. Roman, Latin, Greek, Spanish, Portuguese, all these are derivatives of the same language. Right? But the Moors set up what you call the Moors, us, right? We set up the scholarship. That's why you see the Moors fairs, right? The more you look at the Moors fairs, they had a tassel. Right, and then when you graduate from over here from this Roman Greco system they set up, right? Because it's all it is. Everything is Greek, man. Understand? That's why when you go to a college, all the sororities are Greek fraternities. Huh? And when you see people graduate, they have a tassel on their hat, right? This is our shit as Moors. We want a tassel, represent knowledge and education. Right? So they give you a tassel when you graduate from elementary, from middle school, from all the way up college. Every time you graduate with a cap, what they call a cap and gown, and they give you this tassel, right? This hat with the tassel, represent knowledge and education, right? So we as Moors have this type of science of scholarship. And everything is building around in Greek, right? Because you go to sorority, they got beta, psi, beta. All this is Greek. Alpha, kappa. Give me some more. What's some more, baby? You want some more sororities? All of them is Greek. Okay?
Q-Dog.
And check this. Yeah, Q-Dog. All of them Greek. They got Greek symbols for their symbols. Okay? And then when you go into the medical. If anybody on the phone just ever deal around with the medical side of the fence, when you go into the medical side of the fence, they speak in Greek. Man, you can go into a hospital and two doctors can come in the room and talk, and you won't know what they're saying if you don't know Greek. They talk about incisions, the abdominal, all that's Greek. The abdominal, the torso. They start talking in terms like that, right? Like, anatomy. They start talking about the anatomy of the physical complex, right? And they start talking in Greek, right? And the same thing happens when you go into the court of law. They talking in Greek. They're using Greek terms in the court system. So you understand out of all that you're dealing with a Greek mind. You're dealing from a Greek mindset. Which they stole the shit from us. Like I told you, we spoke Latin. They learned the shit from us because they was our slaves at first, right? Because he was crawling on our foes in the caves. Man, look, 33 degrees ain't square. Look, I'm a 720 degrees Moorish master. 33 degrees is not square. You walking around on our foe at 33 degrees. You walking around like a dog.
Right.
And if you 32 degrees, that means that you froze. Because water freeze, right, at 32 degrees. That means you froze, right? Man, there's no such thing as 33 degrees. We only gave them 3 degrees.
Right.
Albert Pike and them set up
multiply that 3.
Yeah, Albert Pike and them it's honorary studies. That's what they call honorary studies. There's no such thing. We didn't get them. There's only 9 degrees, which makes up 80 degrees apiece, which makes up 720. 300 for the 360 for the physical, and 360 for the spiritual world. And there's different signs for those degrees. And there's different signs for those degrees. And we're going to show you all them signs, right? You know what I'm saying? But us as Moors, I'm just getting into us as Moors, understood these signs, the signs of the stars, astronomy, right? Because you think that's a joke when people say, okay, what month was you born in? Like the being is talking now, what month was you born in?
I was born in November.
November, so you a Scorpio?
No, I'm a Sagittarius.
Are you a Sagittarius? Oh, laid back, brother. You laid back, huh?
I'm
Chilling.
dual natured. Yep. I try to blend in and adapt.
Yeah. Hey, if you understand the signs of these people, then you understand how to deal with people better. Because that shit is real, man. That's more science. What they try to tell you is fucking devil worship or, witchcraft and all kind of other shit because they want to keep you from going to study this. The masters know to study the signs. The signs is, if this being is a Leo, this being acts a certain way. Leos are for lions, right? And Leos are they own it. Leos be on it, man. If you go to Leo will stay on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they cocky.
The planet is the sun.
They arrogant. Yeah, cocky and arrogant though. If you can deal with that, you can deal with a Leo.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the Leos are good beings. Yeah, Leos are good beings, man. But Leos are kings. Yeah, Leo got big heart and they kings. You know what I'm saying? They kings. So, you got to treat them well. We don't like to use the word king because we know kingu means the spell of sleep.
Right.
So we like to say pharaoh, or
emperor.
Or god, emperor, empresses. Yeah, but we as Moors, like I said, study the signs, man, of people. When you be around people a lot, especially people that you be around a lot, study their signs so you'll get to know that being better and how they operate and how to deal with them. All the masters know that. You know what I'm saying? And we as Moors don't look at that signs, which they, like I say, in 1913, said that they had they made a treaty called the Treaty of Verona off the island called the Island of Jekyll, off of the coast of Georgia, right? Where Woodrow Wilson sold the government to secret representatives of the Church of Rome for the Queen. See what I'm saying? And at the same year, what they did is they sold the last of the property because they had got rid of the people that knew that the property was theirs, besides the people that they had screwed over, which they later came and gave land back, which are not the original Indians. They are hybrids Indians. They are American Indians, not natives. Okay? So before Woodrow Wilson, they made a secret treaty with these representatives, which were bankers, right? And then what they did is set up what they call the Federal Reserve Act. Woodrow Wilson became president in 1913, and the same year he sold over the government. In the same year they stole the land and sold it gave it over to these representatives. In the same year when they passed the Federal Reserve Act. Okay, so now we're going to get into it. Yeah, in the same year, 1913 is when the Federal Reserve Act was passed. Woodrow Wilson did all this. That's why I told you Woodrow Wilson was one of the presidents that fingered America. I'm going to write a book about that. Woodrow Wilson fingered America. I'm going to write a whole book about that shit. Woodrow Wilson fingered America. That's going to be the name of the book. Yeah.
He sure did.
In 1913. Yeah, he sold the land. And what this did is allowed them to come in. Now you see how the Federal Reserve came in. Because they sold, now you got the Bank of Philadelphia. And this bank is responsible for a certain area of land that pays tax in that area to that bank. See what I'm saying? It's 12 Federal Reserve banks. Okay? And they all represent a certain area. Some of them, the bank that got the most money is the Bank of San Francisco. Because it got the most area. San Francisco got the most area. If you look, they got the most land, territory. That's what they call it. And they're using our own goddamn signs against us. to do this, right? Because we gave them this information. Man, we left them as the trustees over our information, the remnants of us, and they destroyed that remnant. So niggas wouldn't remember. They got you talking about you a Christian. They got you talking about you all this and that and this. You niggas are Moors. Mm-hmm. This is your land. Okay? You got to stand up for your rights, man. But we're going to get into that. Hey, but look, Woodrow Wilson, they saw these Federal Reserves, they started selling the land to these different private-owned banks, which is the Federal Reserve, which is owned by private people. Who do you think own the Federal Reserve? The 13 families, right? The Dutons, right? The Morgans, right? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. These beings own stock, and they own that land. And then what they did is they set up the birth certificate so they can produce, so they can come out. The birth certificate was a certificate to bag how many, what the product you got. Thus, they can collect tax off of that eventually. But that was the game. But the game started way back with Pocahontas. See what I'm saying? Can you give me some drink, man?
Remember, it's a quote. One of them said in a letter where they said, "You give me control of a nation's money. I care not who makes its laws." I forget who said it though. I remember reading that.
Yeah, one of the Rothschilds. I think it was Nathan Rothschild or somebody like that. They said that. Rothschild. So what happened was, after Woodrow Wilson did his thing, excuse me. After Woodrow Wilson did his thing, they had Pocahontas, like I said, they had Pocahontas. And tell you that the trustees how dirty and slick these suckers is. They got Pocahontas. It was all about getting the blood. They had thrown her overboard. Right? That's fucked up right there, man. I'm just saying. Then they go down to say what?
Cold-blooded.
That's cold-blooded, brother.
That's what it was.
Then we go into, man, I'm telling you. Then we go into, I think Lyndon B. Johnson, right? Because we're dealing around this secret society called the Skull and Bones. See, these beings that's members of the Skull and Bones. Anybody that's a member of the Skull and Bones cannot be trusted. Excuse me. Woodrow Wilson was a member of the Skull and Bones, right? Lyndon B. Johnson, who was a member of the Skull and Bones, who started the 501c3. So you know what a 501c3 is, right? When they give churches to be tax exempt. Right? Because that's why they love big time mega churches and big pastors, man. Because these beings are keeping you occupied. We're not going to investigate this information. These beings got you reading the Bible. They ain't got you studying nothing else.
Right.
They tell you, matter of fact, half of them tell you don't even go try nothing else. This is all you need to know. Reverend Pork Chop and Reverend Hot Sauce. And Reverend, give me your money. You know what I'm saying? Reverend, give me your money. You know what I'm saying? They ain't concerned about you knowing this type of, knowing how you were robbed of your heritage and your land. Right? They ain't giving you no shit like that because they said that liberating the people don't generate money. Liberating you, giving you, the Masons said, setting you free don't generate no money. You gotta have slaves to make money. Right? You gotta have slaves giving you liberation. Does not generate money. This is why these beings think. This is the type of shit that they put together on a Thursday night in the last month of the year. Last day of the month, or the last Thursday of the month, when they meet up with the full moon, right? And they go up in there, and they doing their thing or whatever, and that's the shit they come up with. They call it think tank. When they come up with some shit every month against you to keep you down, to keep you yet still from remembering your heritage, remember that this your land, because they know once you wake up, their game is up. See? Because once you wake up, you can come back and take your land. Matter of fact, it's a lady that already did it already. It's a lady, they call her Chief Warhorse. Go look this up. She in Louisiana. Matter of fact, this is my tribe. She a Choctaw, because I'm a Choctaw, right? Choctaw Moor. Yeah, named Chief Warhorse, right? She got 6,800 acres. Matter of fact, Slidell, Louisiana, right now is a reservation for Black Choctaw Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is she a descendant of Chief John Horse?
Yeah.
She is.
It goes all the way back. I think so. I think her daddy, that's her great granddaddy or somebody, because she got the paperwork stating that, and she took it to the Geneva, right, in the international courts, and that's how she ended up getting the land back. Because supposedly, she like, yeah, man, like the Cherokees had land in Monroe, Louisiana, but the chief, he was killed, and the paperwork for the land, it's got an X. Now who the hell signed the X for their damn name? You know they killed his ass and put an X in the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And stole 1 million. Hey, Shreveport is 1 million acres, man. They stole it. They gave the Indians $10,000 for 1 million acres. They gave us as Indians, the Choctaw, $10,000 for 1 million acres of land. Now ain't that some robbery like a motherfucker?
He a liar. That's all they do.
And
is lie.
Man, they called it the Louisiana Purchase. See, they stole this shit. They been stealing land. It's just Woodrow Wilson. See, Woodrow Wilson put the shit into place when he did the Federal Reserve. See, and when he did that secret treaty of Verona. Man, go check that out. Let's type in the secret treaty of Verona. Check that out, brother. Where they set us up and sold the land. Man, I'm telling you. And then what that was all about. So now, then you know what happened with that. Like we're going back to the point of where you go to court and you're dealing with, driver license and all that. This is why you don't have to have it, because this is your land, brother, and they stole it. This is the plan. You know the game. The gig is up. So what they did is now the Andrew Jackson came in. Andrew Faggot Jackson, right, came in. And what he did is he loaned heavy equipment to certain Native American black Indians on the East Coast, right? And gave them 3 years or so to pay them back. And we couldn't, and he came back in like 3 or 4 months, like 6 months, wanting the money right then, and they couldn't pay him back. So what he did is, because they had treaties, because you got to understand about collateral. See, right? Collateral. That's what it's called. That's what America did that's how America got us, right? That's how they got the American citizens. When you say you're a citizen, they got you up for collateral, right? So what Andrew Jackson did is took the Native American children and the women as collateral, and he actually held them in his own area, away from the males of the tribe, until they could pay the money back to retrieve their people. While Andrew Jackson had the people, he raped them. He raped all of the women and children, thus creating another group of Indians who are now, because I'm getting to the people that you see now. Because you're seeing 2 different types. We say American Indian, you're seeing 2 to 3 different types of people. Maybe 4 or 5. If you add the Mexicans, because you got a different mix. You got the East Indian coming down mixing. You got the Chinese mixing in. Then you got the white on the East Coast, which is Andrew Jackson and his gang and his military coming in and raping these Indians, creating the white-faced black Indians. So you see some Indians on the East Coast that look black. They look white. See what I'm saying? And the Indians on the West Coast, they look more Chinese or Oriental. See what I'm saying? Call the Navajo, the Hopi. If you look at them people, they look more Oriental. If you go to the West Coast and look at the people that's claiming to be the Cherokees right now, which are not the Cherokees at all, these people are white-black mix due to Andrew Jackson. And what Andrew Jackson did was set up the reservations to put the Indians, the fake Indians, on some land so they could then stand on that land and say, oh, we were the original Indians. This is the biggest damn game ever. Yeah, you ain't no motherfucking original Indians. Matter of fact, I spent 6 months in New Mexico, right, hanging out with the Navajo tribe right? And the Indians, the chief was telling me he already knew who we was. When I was telling him who I was, he already knew who we was. He said, you know what the chief told me of the Navajo? He said, oh, the black eagle has arrived. Meaning the black eagle has woke up. That's what he said. Like, okay, right, they remember now. They starting to remember. And he said when this happened, he said the Native American chief said that when they got a prophecy that when this happened, then their land to be restored. They land to be restored, their whole land. Because they got them on reservations. And they gave these damn Indians, they found the worst part of America they could find to put these Indians on. I mean, and the Navajo live in the middle of the desert. I mean, ain't nothing but rocks and lizards out there. They found the worst spot they could find. I mean, this is the type of shit that we dealing with right here. This type of mindset that these suckers got. They gonna find the worst part. I mean, they put these suckers in the middle of the desert, literally, man.
Yeah.
Albuquerque ain't nothing but desert.
Out there selling fireworks. They be out there having little exhibits and stuff, historical exhibits. Yeah. Trying to make some money, man. Yeah. Trying to, give people tours just to make some money, bro.
Yeah. And then what they did is
I've definitely seen them. Go ahead.
Man, I'll tell you. Then what they did is pump liquor on them, pump liquor in there on them so they could stay drunk. And then on top of that, they gave them the casino game. The mob bosses the mob is the Romans, right? The mob, the Italians, have got in on the casinos. And they put casinos on the Indian reservation.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm telling you, which is corrupting the Native Americans' whole way of things. Because these beings are not
casino, I'm sorry, young guy. I see
go ahead.
New Mexico. Yeah, I'm a truck driver, man, so I done been all over, but I'm down in Kentucky right now. I seen a casino at a truck stop. I mean, a big one. And it was just right there. Like, that's all they had in the middle of nowhere. So I know in New Mexico and Arizona and Cali and everywhere, they got them everywhere. So
yeah,
especially
Native
Nevada.
Americans. Nevada. Yeah, Nevada is like because Nevada was set up by a being named Benny Siegel, right? Who built a hotel? Who he was killed. His people killed him because the hotel didn't open up and sell the first night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, then he moved into. No, he was like supposedly half Jewish and Italian. But the thing is, yeah, he's supposed to have, like, I think his mama was, his daddy was Italian and his mama was Jewish or something like that. Because, them Jews and them Italians, they like to roll together. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Jews and the mob and the Jewish community roll together. I'm telling you, bro.
Right.
And so, because the Roman Catholic Church.
Albert Anastasia and Murder Inc. Remember them fellas, the Jewish hitman?
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's deep right there. And that being set up a hotel, he opened up the first hotel and casino down there, man, in the middle of the desert. And they said it was going to flop. And then it did. The first night it rained or something. It rained so nobody showed up. But then after they called him back for a meeting, they had him killed. They had him killed because they said that he had lost a lot of money for them. But eventually the hotel ended up selling out. And they set up a whole city behind that called Las Vegas. Off that one hotel he set up down there in the middle of the desert. Yeah, but that goes all the way back to that, like they putting that shit on Native American reservations, and they buying the Indians out and doing all kind of freaky shit, and pumping liquor to the Indians, keeping them dumb. But they're not the original Indians. We are. This is why you got rights. You got human rights. You know what I'm saying? As a Moorish American, you got human rights. And like I say, that 501c3 was given to them, the big time drug dealers or church dealers. Like, that's what they are. They ain't nothing but drug dealers. They're dealing you a drug, right, called hope. Hope is a drug. And they get you high in the motherfucker, boy. Right? I'm telling you, man, just hit it. Hit a thing called hope. It'll get you high. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you hope some shit don't happen, it had you real clock up. To the point that it don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but no, they sold us that whole shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Man, I'm telling you, man. They sold us that shit and then took over. So this how it was. So you understand how they came in with the bloodline, how they infiltrated themselves over that period of time, building up. Because Philadelphia was our capital at first, the city of Philadelphia, and Philadelphia underground. Because you got to understand why they came out to build Cosby. See, this shit is deep. This shit is fucking tricky. It's hard to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme is tricky.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to rock a rhyme, man. Hey, look, it's hard to rock a rhyme. So you gotta understand what them boys saying. That shit is deep. It's hard to rock a round. To rock a rhyme is tricky. You know what I'm saying? To rock on time. Cause hey, you can rock around. Like, cause you know, ATUN-RE said that the love travels around the curvature of a circle, right? And it travels around and around and around and never stops. So it's hard to rock around. It's hard to love everybody, and everybody don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we're gonna rock around it, right? We're gonna rock around all the way around it. We're gonna round them corners off, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We're gonna round them corners off. Yeah. So where was I at, man? Yeah, these fools come in and stole our shit by way of. This how the corporation was set up. You know, the United States Corporation. The corporation was set up in order to, it actually was set up before the 1913. The 1913s, they stamped all the shit together. It stamped the Spanish Inquisition, all that shit into one big ball of fire, so they can now set up this fictitious system where they can tax you and collect collateral off the workforce. You see what I'm saying? And we go back to, like we say, like I was talking about.
That's why they got human resources now.
Yeah, every job, brother. They separate from the main office. They separate from the main office. Was talking to you. Yeah, hey, okay, all right, yeah. Kennedy, not Kennedy, this ties in together. Because Kennedy was killed. You know what I'm saying? Kennedy was killed because of the real reason why Kennedy was killed. It was about money, man. It was part of all this shit that I'm talking about. It's all tied into why Kennedy was killed. And Saddam Hussein was killed for the same reason that Kennedy was killed. And Muhammad Gaddafi was killed for the same reason. You want to know what reason that was? It was because they tried to push.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
It was because they were trying to push Article 1, Section 10. Go look up Article 1, Section 10, the Bill Act. Where you're trying to take, instead of taking paper tendency, take gold tendency. See, look, because Muhammad Gaddafi, he wanted to stop trading oil for dollars, because you know oil is represented as dollars, and all this ties in together now. He wanted to stop trading oil for dollars and trade oil for gold. Now America said hell no. The banker said hell no. We ain't got no gold. Came in and killed us. Matter of fact, had his own people to do it, because like Birdman said, for the right amount of money, it'll be your own people on you. If I give your people enough money, they'll be after your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Man, for the right amount of money to be your own people on you, that's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the government wants your ass bad enough, they get one of your own people to get snuff you out for the right amount of money. Right? Your own brother probably do you for $2 million. Shit. I know motherfuckers will do you for half that much. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you ain't never lied with that one, but they put you in enough poverty to where you have to make that decision. They stress you enough. They squeeze you. And then right when they get you desperate enough, they show right up with all the money going, if you do this for me, I'll give this to you. And then you got a decision to make. Am I going to sell my soul?
Exactly. Now you get into what people do in the industry. where they have people killed for a certain amount to go to a certain level. Because once you get to that $20 million range, if you want to go higher, you got to make some kind of deal. You got to make some kind of sacrifice. You got to give up somebody you love. You got to, touch somebody's testicles or something. You got to touch some testicles. You got to take it from the back with no grease, or you gonna have to twist. You gonna have to wrestle in the mud, butt naked with another fellow craftsman. You gonna have to lay in a casket or something to go to that next level, brother. Listen to what I'm telling you, man. This shit is real. It ain't no fucking Looney Tune cartoon joke. They try to make it like that. But it's information that we should know and stand up and understand what happened. The name of this land is Turtle Island. Just look at it. Don't it look like a turtle?
That's right.
Just think about the United States and how it's shaped. It look like a turtle. Yeah, that's what we call this shit, Turtle Island, brother, the North Gate. And that's what they was after. Go watch Sherlock Holmes when the Masons was sitting up in there talking about we're going to take over this land, Turtle Island, from the black people. We've been over here, man. This right here is called Moorland. This is the real Morocco. This right here is the real Morocco, brother. Moorland. And we had scholarship and everything, like I said. Yeah, indigenous. We indigenous people. And that's what that 1913 Act, that secret treaty of Verona, that was to steal the land from the indigenous. That's what that was about. To sell the territory which they had conquered. Right? So Woodrow Wilson sold us over to the government, sold the government over to these representatives, which is the Rothschilds and all these damn bankers, sold the land over to these beings, right? So they was able to now create what they call a state, right? Not a land, not a place or a land. They was able to create the state, the air, like the existence above the land, a fictitious corporation called a state, right? And that's when they started mapping shit out and drawing and cutting it out. Because in 1913, that's when they started shaping the states and cutting out, because they had to separate this land and sell it to these different bankers, these different representatives. These 12 Federal Reserves had to get their own cuts, get their certain areas. So they started cutting these areas out, and they made what they call states. So now you got the state of Texas, California. And it's like California's like drawn out like a kind of like an L without the little hook on it, kind of like a banana or something, So they started creating what they call these fictitious corporations called states. Your state is a corporation, brother. Right? Whatever state you live in, it's a corporation set up by the fictitious government, who was set up back in 1913, right? The secret government. Ever since the Tricky Dick Wilson, and not Tricky Dick Wilson, I'm talking about Woodrow Wilson, who was a member of the Skull and Bones. He was a member of the Skull and Bones, Woodrow Wilson, brother. So keep that in mind. Keep the Skull and Bones in mind, because these are the motherfuckers that every time they get in office, they change the day. They are working for the major bankers.
Yep.
The major bankers.
A war.
Yeah. Every time a Republican get in there, you usually go to war. The last couple of times. So don't be surprised when Donald Trump take you to war. Right? Because Donald Trump is the liquidator. Yeah, he know where he want to go, right? They want to go into North Korea. You know why? Because North Korea got a certain element that they found now, that this element they can use to build these ships that can go withstand a certain amount of heat and can go at a certain amount of speed without conforming. It's a certain element that North Korea got over there.
I got a homeboy right now that's in the military.
Man, it's going to be a war between the United States and the Korea. You know what they going to do? These motherfuckers might implant a bomb. The damn Illuminati might plant a bomb, a fucking nuclear bomb, blow that bitch, and then say, oh, North Korea did it. On the news. They had shit all over the news. North Korea gets attacked us. North Korea show you a missile launch on TV that the nigga did 2 years ago. Say, oh, that's the missile that he launched to blow us up right there. This is the type of game that we're dealing with here. Yeah.
They did it with the Vietnam. They did it with all kinds of wars.
The
go right on into battle, dying while they make millions of dollars, billions.
Exactly. Because in the war, they loan money to both sides. If you go to war with Korea gonna get loan money by the national bankers, and they're gonna loan the money to us. So it don't matter who wins. Both of us gonna have to pay his ass back. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of game. They create the problem, and they come in with a solution. And the solution is usually leading to their agenda. It's the follow to their agenda of the one world order, the new world order, right? But their game is up, baby, because we ain't in the Pisces age no more. We in Aquarius, sucker.
That's right.
And you Illuminati suckers, like ATUN-RE said, y'all can illuminate these motherfuckers nuts in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Illuminate these nuts in your mouth, because your game is over.
That's right.
Right? Because we vote now. And we finna start shooting the chain. We finna start shooting the chain at the parades. Right? You know, so like I say, Saddam Hussein and Muhammad Gaddafi, they were killed because they tried to get rid of the dollar, because they know the dollar ain't shit. The dollar, man, the Rockefellers ain't got no gold. They lied and started printing the money because they told them they had some gold, and these motherfuckers, man, they tricked their whole way into the system. They tricked, man. You talking about Yaku taught these suckers some trick shit, for real. You know what I'm saying? The book of trigonometry, man, you get a hold of that type of shit. You know what, man? It's some, man. These people are tricked. They told these people they had gold. So they say, okay, we're going to put you some money, and we got this gold. We're going to put you some money to bag this gold. We're going to give you this gold, but we're going to hold it for you. We're going to put you some money to bag this gold. They ain't never had no gold. Print the money, get America in debt. To make a long story short, get America in debt. Take everybody for collateral. Man, they got people coming over here begging to be a slave. They got people that come from Africa, all around the world, beg to be an American citizen, which is nothing but a slave.
They're selling that dream. They're selling a dream.
Yeah. You can be free. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go to Las Vegas and get a blowjob, and nobody can say nothing about it. Man, you can go to California and get high than a motherfucker, and nobody better not say nothing to you. Right? Because it's legal. This is the type of shit you dealing with in the belly of the beast. You know what I'm saying? People come over, like I said in some of the parts of that book, which is our shit anyway. They took it and perverted it. It says that these motherfuckers is gonna come over and worship the image of this motherfucker. You look on TV, you see an African with a damn European suit on now. Instead of having a dashiki, the shit that we wore, you know what I'm saying, the African, shit that we wore, these motherfuckers is wearing suits and ties and shit. Because they want to worship the image of the beast. You know what I'm saying? They live in this image. And these motherfuckers leave China, they leave Korea, they leave Vietnamese, they leave, man, all over the world, because it's all different types of people in America. Now, ain't it? To come be a slave, brother, for the system. Come join the matrix. To come join the matrix. They beg to get Mexicans come over here. They beg to get U.S. citizenship. They'll do whatever. They'll give, man, I heard one guy say Mexican said he'll give his left nut just to be a United States citizen. Now, what kind of madness, what kind of mindset is they giving us to want to, for these people to come over here and want to be a slave? This is the game that been pulled. This is like Morpheus said, this is the wool that has been pulled over your eyes, Neo. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. These motherfuckers are hot, man. They've been hiding this shit. So like I said, you know what I'm saying, you don't need a driver license. You don't need no damn driver license. You don't need no insurance on your car. You don't need no registration. All you got to do is stand up for your rights. You have the right to travel. You ain't got to have no damn insurance, none of that shit. Unless you driving a diesel truck, like my brother that's driving a diesel truck now, you got to have a license, brother, because you doing business over the road. Right. You making money by driving.
Actual commercial driving.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to have a license. If they doing driving, you driving a taxi cab, if you driving something that's like a Uber, if you driving Uber, man, you hire people around. If you a chauffeur, you got to have license because you making money by driving. If you don't make money driving, you don't have to have a license. People don't know that, man. And why people don't know that? Because the people that do know ain't standing up for it. We gotta start doing this shit so people can see us, so our people can see what we doing and see us and catch on. And this shit once this shit spread, we can crash their system. Because they ain't gonna make no money once you find out that I ain't gotta have no insurance, I ain't gotta have none of this, they ain't gonna make no more money. Right? That's why they after people like me. Because I go around and teach this type of shit. Why did they come after Jesus? Because according to their teachings, why did they come after Jesus? Because he was fucking with their money. It ain't had nothing to do because he said he God and all that bullshit. It came after him because he was messing with their money. This nigga took a loaf of bread and a piece of fish and fed 5,000 people. How much money did they lose in one day? Let's think about it. 5,000 people had to go to Brooks's and buy food. That's a lot of money. But let's say that ATUN-RE came along, right, and took the two loaves of bread and a fish and fed 5,000 people in one day. Man, you know how much money Brooks's lose? Right? All right, now, look at this. Look at it another way. Let's say that the hospital makes a certain amount of money a day. Let's say it's a being that comes through and heals everybody at the hospital. Everybody at the hospital here. Right? And so they ain't got no patients. They don't make no money. This is what that nigga was doing 2,000 years ago. Fucking with their money. Right? And we getting ready to fuck with their money right now with this information here. Because once you find out and stand up for your rights, more, stand up for your rights more, and understand that you don't need no damn driver license unless you're doing commercial business over the road. Right? The car that you drive is not a vehicle. When they pull you over, that's not a vehicle. You know what you tell them it is? It's private property. You see what I'm saying? This is not a vehicle. This is private property. I do not get paid to drive, right? I'm not on the assumption of getting paid as I'm going place to place. I am a traveler. I'm not a driver. Okay, understand that. You're not a traveler. You're not a driver. You're a traveler. That's why Masons, they have the right to travel card. When you become a third-degree Mason, most lodges that know what's going on give their members a right to travel card. Right? And what they do is when they get pulled over, they just show that card. And usually, in most cases, they get told them to go ahead and roll out. Right? Because they know the game. The Masons know the game. And they made an oath not to tell you this game. They made a secret oath. They bow down and worship their God, Ju-Ba-Lun. Right? Jah, the God Jah, right? As in Jehovah, as in Yahweh. Right? And the God Baal, as in Enki. Baal. And On, the God On. Right? And it goes out, that's the God Ra, right? So they took these three gods and put them together. And matter of fact, that's the 33rd degree password right there, Jubalun. Yeah, I'm going to put your shit out. Now, this is young elder now. I'm going to put your shit out. And in order to give that password, it got to be three of y'all present. Just go look it up. It go look at a book called Dark and Masonic Ritual. All that shit up in there. Right? ATUN-RE gave me that book. Yo, all that shit is in there. And the Dark, you can pull it up and read it free online right now. Right? And for the third degree, right, the York rights, which is the original rights, because the Scottish rights come after the York rights. The York rights is the original right that was given, that we gave them as Moors. We gave them their chapel in 1717, right, in Old York. And they came over here and set up New York, right? Old York is in England. Yeah. Let's check it out, man. And that's why they got that Dakota House right there on Times Square, right? And most cities, they tell you to take you to the Town Square, and it's not a square at all, it's a circle. Playing a game on you right then and there, like Buddy said, right? Lying their ass off, right? Telling you it's a square when you're looking at a circle.
Ain't it a bunch of dead bodies of our ancestors under there too?
Yeah, buried in all these cities, man. All these cities, our ancient, the Moors. Matter of fact, in Philadelphia has more city underground than it do above ground. Now the niggas don't know that. It's an underground city in Philadelphia that we built as Moors. Because that was our capital. And, man, we built tunnels to travel underground all the way from Philadelphia to Chicago, which your government has now utilized and now turned into set up military bases underground with these cities. Right? And Phil Snyder talked about that, who they had Phil Snyder killed. They shot that, they ran that bean off the road, then got out and gave him 2 to the dome. You know what I'm saying? And that was like the 5th or 6th attempt on his life. They finally got him. A beam named Phil Snyder, who was responsible for building them bases down there. You know, they was down there building them bases in Los Alamos. And when they was down there blowing them charges, they had that big train machine drill, because they got new technology from these extraterrestrials. They can drill these tunnels underground. And so the machine kept breaking down. And Phil Snyder was one of the engineers on the machine. So they sent him down there to fix it. When he got down there, he said he saw 2 tall graves. He said he pulled his pistol because he was scared to shoot one, and one had a laser gun or something and cut his hands off, cut his fingers off. You can go look at the video, his fingers cut off in the video that he gave on my page. Right? So, you know, so they didn't know about these underground cities, right? Who we built these tunnels as Moors. And so like, the insurance is a big game. Imagine how much money, and half of you beings don't even wreck. You go about your whole life for a long period of time where you paying full coverage insurance, excuse me, a liability insurance, right? And you don't never have a wreck. And you don't even need insurance. It's the biggest fraud ever. Man, insurance making money hand over fist, right? The DMV making money hand over fist. And it's really, DMVs are really privately owned. Niggas don't know that. They'll tell you the state own them. They'll tell you that the state own it. But the DMVs and insurance companies are privately owned by private-owned bankers. The same J.P. Morgan and the same Rothschilds. They got mother companies that buy these insurance. Like State Farm is owned by the Rothschilds. If you chase it all the way back, see what I'm saying? Insurance. See, they had to color the market. They want to hit you all kind of ways. They want to drain your energy, your currency, right? In all kind of ways, right? Because do you know money got an antenna on it? Because my brother Zerael was teaching on that the other day. Money got an antenna on it, and that's a fact. Because if you take a down and put it in a blender and put the water in there, you blend it up real good, then put it in the Ziploc bag, and then take a magnet on the bag, right, and rub it around with, you will see that magnet will collect iron. It's iron in a dollar, right? It's real iron in a dollar, inside of a dollar. Inside of our money. It's an antenna. The Masons know this, right? They know this alchemy. And like Zerael said, you go back and get that tape with Zerael on there, where he tell you how to take the money and face it to each other, face to face, right, to block that antenna from going outside of your purse or outside of your wallet, right? That's what it's all about, man. So, insurance is a fraud. Driver license is a fraud. Registration is a fraud. Now, a lot of people are going to be scared to do this. Reason why they're going to be scared to do it, but once we start doing this, the quicker we can shut down their system. Because if they ain't got no money, if they ain't making no money from the DMV, if they ain't making no money in their court systems, their whole system gets shut down. If they ain't got no money to pay the judge, man, we can shut them down to where they ain't got enough money to pay their lights. The jail will have to release all their people. Man, look, you understand what we can do to their system just by knowing a certain amount of information? They go out of business real fast. Man, if y'all don't buy shit for one day, they go to hysteria. And man, the black is fall on their face. Especially, and it ain't got to be all races, just the blacks. Man, if the blacks just stop fucking spending for one day, they'll be screwed, man. They'll be like, what the hell going on? They'll have to go, they'll call a meeting. They probably shut down the government and everything for a day. The government ain't got, that's why the government shut down. Yeah, right, yeah.
Damn right, they sure as hell would. They shut everything down.
Man, the information that I'm telling you is the end of their system, brother. If we stop buying their insurance, we stop getting their license, we claim our heritage, say we morals, we hold our square, hold your heels together at a 90-degree angle. That's what they call holding your square. All Masons know about this. Hold your square down, right? Which is really a circle, because we standing on a circle. Earth is round, the moon is round, the sun is round. So God built around this circle and the square. But these beings, they just around with nothing but the square. And they say everything is fair and square, right? Which is a game within itself. Oh, and then people who they make fun of, they call them square. Right? You make fun of people, they call them square. Oh, you green. And you know they beat down the color green, right? Knowing that that's Melchizedek color, they beat down the color green. They call people they say they lame, or they call them green. You green, meaning you don't know nothing. You ever heard that? Call people a greenhorn. They call them a greenhorn. You ever heard that?
Yeah, I definitely have. Yeah, and
so that's building around.
They also use the phrase in agreement back in the days when you said we're gonna square everything away or square everything out. When they talk about closing the deal, get the deal squared away. That's kind of stuff they do.
Yeah.
And the cage is a square too. One of them cages, that boxes they used to put us in, the squares.
Exactly, man. And they always coming. Yeah, exactly. They always coming at you at an angle, brother. 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we moving in a bed by which, and once we understand this information, we can completely cause their system, which is causing our brothers to be locked up in prison. Because once we start feeding the courts and the DMV, this trickles down. It's like a domino effect, right? We stop doing that one thing, and there's many other things that we can stop doing, right? We stop doing that one thing, this shit trickles down and completely puts a halt in their system, because they got to pay the judges, they got to pay the DA. If they ain't making no money, they ain't going to be able to pay these people, right? So we have the power just by standing up and holding our square and standing up for your rights. If you get a ticket, understand this. If you get a ticket, when you go to court, they only got two types of courts, civil court and criminal court. A ticket court is what they call criminal court. You know that? You know that criminal court is a ticket court is. So that means if you gave me a ticket for speeding and this is criminal court, that means that I committed a crime, right? Man, the definition of a crime in law. So you gotta understand, like you told y'all, they talking in Greek now. So when you go in this court, shit that mean what it mean on the streets, mean like all kinds of different more things, another thing. See what I'm saying? Because they're talking in Greek now. Okay? So you go in there, this is criminal court. That means that I committed a crime. Right? The first thing I do, okay, what I would do is I go in there like I did last time. I went in there, I signed the papers, I pleaded not guilty. Now you don't even have to plead with them. You can file a motion when you get the ticket. You can file a motion to dismiss that ticket. File your motion with the county clerk to dismiss that ticket due to lack of jurisdiction. Before you even go to court. And usually you can go ahead, you don't have to show up. You just file a motion with the county clerk on that ticket, a motion to dismiss due to lack of jurisdiction, because jurisdiction can be challenged at any time. Understand that, brothers and sisters. Jurisdiction, go watch my tape. The courts is place where games are played, part 2, where it tells you about the jurisdiction. I got examples of beings actually going in there doing it. Going in there telling the judge they don't want to classify their jurisdiction first. And the judge gets shook. They shook with blacks. They shook up when we come up, when we stand up for our rights. They be shook. They be like, man, how do they know this? Oh, man, our system is up. You can see the look on their face. They know the game is up when you start coming in and talking about your jurisdiction. Now,
I seen that
most
video.
people can be. I got that video on there, brother. You can go Google a whole bunch more videos where beings going in there and doing the same exact thing. Not just black people, white folks who are saying, white people too. So there's a fire all the way around. It's a fire all the way around. They don't got no damn jurisdiction. They're not gonna be able to classify their jurisdiction because they don't got no damn jurisdiction. Okay. So you boom, that right. You ain't gonna you can do that right there and just crush them right there off the top. Now they want to play hardball. When you go in there, you say, okay, all right, now, okay, motherfucker, you want to do me for $200 on a ticket, right? And you gonna charge me $150 court cost. That's $350. Okay. My Second Amendment, you hold your square, right? You hold your square, right? Stand up and fight. Stand up and fight for your rights, brother. Hold your square. Go up in there, right? And tell me I want to reserve my Second Amendment right. That's a right to trial by jury. If you suing me over $20, if you suing me for $350 here for this ticket, that means I have a right to trial by jury. I'm holding my square, and I want my right to trial by jury, right? And you know they're gonna say, if you hold your square on it, they're gonna say they're gonna throw your shit out. You know why? Because they're not gonna spend $1,200. It costs no less than $1,200 to orchestrate a trial. They're not going to spend $1,200 to orchestrate their trial and stand a chance of losing because they ain't going to be able to prove you committed a crime on a speeding ticket if you didn't crash into nobody or hit a sign or hit a telephone pole, right? Because if you speed and you hit a telephone pole, that means the city got to come out and spend money to pay the beans to replace that telephone pole, and they had to pay for the telephone pole. So there was a crime committed there. So it's hard to beat that. Right, they can prove you committed a crime. They got pictures of you hitting the damn telephone pole. But if you speeding down the street and the law pull you, jump out the woods and hide behind the damn interstate, jump out and get you a ticket, right? First of all, that's entrapment. You can't do that. You can't hide. Police cannot hide in the woods. They cannot hide and then jump out and get you. That's entrapment. Understand that, brothers and sisters. This is karate in the court right here. It's entrapment. A police cannot walk up to you. A police cannot walk up to you if you sell drugs. A police cannot walk up to you and if you say, are you a police? And they say, no, and you sell them drugs, man, you can beat that in court because that's entrapment. I asked him was he police, he said he wasn't. That's why you see beings asking certain beings that know the game, they're asked the being, are you a police? You ever saw that? I'm from the hood, so I'm from the hood, so a lot of things go down. Like I say in the hood, when beings dealing drugs and they feel like somebody the police, the beings that know what time it is, they're asked the being, "Are you the police?"
Oh yeah, because they have to tell them. If they don't, it's in
they had
to.
Exactly.
They gotta tell them.
So a police, if you a drug dealer, and we don't recommend dealing drugs, brother. Right, especially like that hope, because it's a lot of preachers go around here dealing this hope, dealing a drug called hope. Yeah, and they dealing that drug, and they making a lot of money. You can make a lot of money off hope. You can make more money than selling crack off hope, brother.
Yeah, crack flow.
Man, the drug hope is the drug hope is the best, is the highest net worth drug in the world, man. People in Africa selling hope. They big timing right now. Dude got a $60 million plane. Nigga got a $60 million plane selling the drug called hope. And he tax exempt. He got a 501(c)(3) from the Skull and Bones Master Lyndon B. Johnson. Huh? And if your church there more than 10 years, it become a landmark. Then you making some more money now, see? Because if your church become a landmark, then the government will send you money every other month every quarter to keep your church in business because it's a landmark.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit is deep, man. And then, you know, yes, hope is a big time drug, brother. If you can get into selling hope, you could be a billionaire in no time. If you know how to sell it, if you know how to package it up and sell it, you can be a mega church in no time, brother. Whether it be Islam, whether it be Christianity, whether it be you be Buddhist, whatever the hell you are. If you sell hope, the drug called hope. If you ball that shit up, sack it up, if you sack that up and sell it, you can sell it by the pound, brother.
They're working on something right now. I've been paying attention to them. They working on something right now with with this disclosure thing. They got a big old thing of hope built around that, and they stringing a lot of people along with that. So they selling love too. Yeah. They trying to step in front of ATUN-RE. You know, they trying to step in front of his love with their kind of love first. So it's gonna be one of them things where people gonna be kind of confused as to who to go to, and the time and the time of need when it's coming for what's coming. That is, they're trying to cause confusion right now. Yeah, they're trying to cause confusion.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're trying to keep up, but what we want to do is, man, also I need to put the information, put the word out. Put the word out. This information needs to be put out, and we need to stand. We ain't got to put it out by telling nobody. We got to put it out by doing it ourselves and let everybody see us doing it. And then when they see us doing it, they're going to say, oh, this, and they're going to want to know what it is, and then they're going to start doing it. Thus, eventually it starts a domino effect, and thus shutting down their whole damn system.
That's right.
This is how we crash their system, brothers. With the right knowledge, with the right truth. With standing up for your rights. Fight the power. Fight the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about, man. And the shit goes deeper than that. You know, it goes all the way down, man, to, you know, like them, they stealing people's land, and they, you know, there's several other things that we can talk about, how to beat their ass, but you beat them, but the 7th Amendment usually man, I done beat charges with that too, 7th Amendment. Because they're not going to pay $1,200 to start a trial on a $350 ticket, man. They're going to throw that shit out. But usually what they're going to try to do when you try to hold your square and stand up for your 7th Amendment right, they try to get you to pay $25, which is over the $20, which means they won that case. So if they get you to pay over $20, they beat you. And usually when you go to the front and say you go hold in your square, and you're going to say, I'm going to stand up for my 7th Amendment right, the DA usually going to look around, make sure nobody else heard you, because they don't want the game to be up. They don't want the game. They don't want you talking too loud on that type of shit, because the game is up if people hear you and see what you're doing. They lose money. They got to feed this bar association.
The bench real quick, too.
Yeah, exactly. You know what they're going to do? Probably hand you a blank sheet of paper, tell you to sign it, and get the hell out of there. You know what you do? You sign it, and get the hell out of there. And when you sign it, understand this. People that's listening on the phone, anybody, from this point on, if you OSOICE, from this point on, never, if you sign anything that's a contract, if you sign anything, I don't give a damn if it's a W-2, driver license, a contract to get some cable on your TV, whatever. You sign your name in all capital letters. Write this down. Sign your name in all capital letters. And at the end of your name, don't forget this now. At the end of your name, after you sign your first and last name, all capital letters, then put at the end UCC-1308. UCC-1308, brother and sister. And what this is going to do is reserve your rights. That means when you go in there, at any time your rights can be reserved. Man, they can lock you up. You can be in jail for 3 years. You can say, oh, I can't take my picture that they violated my rights. And then you can go back and clock their ass. Right? Now once you sign this shit.
1308.
Hey, UCC-1308. That's the reservation of all rights. If when a cop pull you over, if you get stopped again for a speeding ticket, a DOT officer stop you, and they give you a ticket because you ain't do your log book right. They got electronic log books now. So they're getting out of the hand log. They got electronic in your car, in your truck.
They gave us cell phones from the job because we told them we wasn't using ours. So they gave us cell phones. And we supposed to download an app for it and do it that way. But I keep a paper log anyway.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, if a DOT officer pull you over, he writes you a ticket talking about your logbook or whatever. Sign that ticket, all capital letters. UCC-1308. Because what this gonna do is you give it them. That's not you. That's your corporation. That's the corporation that they created for you, right? So you're giving that corporation, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna reserve the right for that corporation. You're reserving the right. UCC-1308 is Universal Code 1308, which states that all rights are reserved. When you go look it up, it's gonna say all rights reserved. That means you reserve your 7th Amendment. You reserve your right to trial by jury. You reserve your right to remain silent. All that shit, right? And maybe the next class we'll get into what are all your rights, because you have one of your rights is the right to travel, like we told you, the right to travel without a license. You're a free man, and the Masonic order know this, right? They know this is Turtle Island. They know this is our land. They know this is North Gate, and they stole it, man. They took it from us. They took it from us because we don't know. We don't remember. And they sold the last remnants of it in 1913. The last remnants, they write the last remnants of this information out of our mind. But the reason why it's coming back now is because the ship is coming close, and it's sending more energy, and we're in the Aquarius age, right? And the Aquarius age is the information age, where information is flowing non-stop. And we are here
like water.
Now. Man, I'm telling you, if we do this, if we start doing this particular moving like this as a unit and start letting people see how we move, and they see this, it's going to start a chain reaction which will send his system down, to the ground. Because his system is fueled by money. His system is fueled by money.
To you too, because we got people on the phone call. I don't hear nobody no more. I hope it ain't just me and you.
No, man. I'm here. I'm soaking it up like a sponge, man.
They record, man. Look,
sure we didn't drop nobody.
Man, I'm telling you, they doing this shit right now, man. Their system is fueled by money, and once we cut their money off, see, that's what the COINTELPRO, that's what the FBI is all about. They're about the COINTELPROs. The coin tells the pros. Meaning the coins tell what they got going on. So if we cut their coins off, that's their ass. They can't. That's the fuel. We pay like Jay Prince said. Jay Prince said these motherfuckers came after me with my own tax dollars. Then they turned a hitman to Jay Prince. Jay Prince the owner of Rap-A-Lot, right?
Yeah.
Because him and 3 more other guys were going to set up a distribution label to distribute black music all over the world. And these beats were going to put up $30 million a piece. Dame Dash, Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince. Yeah, and Gotti, right? And the FBI, when they found out about that shit, they came, the FBI shut all of them down. And the only one still standing now is Jay Prince. Right? So they couldn't get Jay Prince had love in Texas, right? Because he did a lot of things for a lot of black people in Texas. So you had a lot of people behind him. So it was hard to get him because they couldn't find no dirt on him, right? So what they did is they hired an FBI agent named Agent Schumacher to come down there and kill him. He was a hitman, right? And Jay Prince tell the story about them trying to kill him at McDonald's that day. Where he left Rap-A-Lot, they pulled him over, told him to pull over in the McDonald's, and the dude was hiding over in there in the camouflage and with a sniper rifle in the Cutlass Supremes. That being was supposed to snipe. That being Agent Schumacher was supposed to kill Jay Prince. But Jay Prince a real gangster, man, let me tell you. Jay Prince in Houston is a real gangster, brother. A real smart, intelligent dude.
Yeah. You trying to come in Houston on some business and you out of town, or you got to check in. That's what kind of status you got.
Oh. But yeah, bros, we're going to start implementing a lot of these action items to actual work through the OSOICE. So any of your talents, any of your skills, these messages we need to put out, we got to start working together, organizing it, and doing it, as a unison. And we got a lot of things working on, such as the app, the website.
I got cut out, man. I'm back.
Yeah. I was just saying how we going. A lot of the stuff you talk about, young elder, is a lot of good stuff. But we're gonna start putting action items into order, so we can implement a lot of this stuff. It's a new year next year through 2019. We got a lot we working on, so it'll be great. If us all together can work on the OSOICE website, we can enhance the YouTube channel, enhance the mobile apps. Do more intro commercials. I know Brother Maurice did one today. He did like a commercial. It sounded really good. It sounded like he was just freestyling with it, but it came out really, really good. Send it to ATUN-RE. I'm sure he likes it. I haven't got any feedback on it, but I'm sure, if it was bad, he would have told me, So with that said, we got to, continue, to work together. Any ideas, any energy you guys want to put forward, we just got to unify and uniform, come together. All these talents on the phone, it's like a lot of talent on the phone. There's no reason why we all can't be the next millionaires in 5 years. We all can be millionaires. OSOICE can be a $1 billion corporation. Not necessarily a corporation. It could be a $1 billion nonprofit. That's light.
Yeah, all we gotta do is lose our talent. Use all y'all start using your talent. Whatever talent you got, bring it out front right now and utilize it for the record, for OSOICE, and put it on the record. Because the Book of Life is being recorded. I'm utilizing my talent right now.
Yep. And the actions you do is being recorded. It's going in the Book of Life right now. Everything you do is being watched and recorded, even your thoughts.
Exactly. It's already happening, man.
Right, all your energy and all your endeavors into OSOICE, because that energy right there is unifying everybody and bringing everybody together. So it's going to enhance you and elevate you and bring your vibration levels up, as well as others and impact others. I like what Brother Shu was saying the other day. We need to stop using the word I and start using the word we. We work and move as a team. So we got to continue. Everybody make sure we got the free will officers going in tomorrow. Everybody make sure they call in for that. For that's always important.
Yeah.
We got the next conference call. Make sure you invite somebody. That's a new order we have to bring more people on. Continue doing what you're doing. A lot of us, we talk every day. We talk each other every day like we work together already, like we family already, but we are. It's just going to get better and better, keep at it.
Yeah. They are. Can I say something, Tank?
Yep, you good.
What I want to say is, if what everybody should realize is this: a lot of us on the line live in different states and different cities, so this is already killing a system. If you think about it, where we are right now, if we start doing it, to work together where we are, and it starts spreading, you already see the program is a virus, but it's gonna work. We start young elder. Are you there, brother? Young elder.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, I got a question for you. Are you going to teach us how to file the right papers if there need be filing? That there might not be nothing to be filing for the,
secure party or change your status.
Secure party. Thank you. That's it.
Secure
party. So that people can learn how to withdraw from the system.
Exactly. Well, actually, if we don't really want to withdraw, withdraw from the system will be change your status. Right? Yeah. Like, okay, withdraw from the system will be changing your status. I mean, you say you're not an American citizen no more. You're a sovereign, or which is not really a good word, but you say you're indigenous, right? To change your security, to become a secure party means you're gonna take ownership. You're gonna become the creditor. Mm-hmm. You're gonna become the ownership of your birth certificate. Whatever you when you go, the first thing you would do is go and download a form off of you. Go to the UCC financial form. Download. Go to Google. Type in download UCC financial form 1. I mean UCC 1 financial.
I found that form about 6 or 7 years ago.
Let me ask you something. What did you put on there for collateral?
me and two other brothers of mine had the paperwork. I still got a folder full of the paperwork at home. But that was the only thing I filed, and I forget what I put on there as collateral.
You're supposed to put your birth certificate.
We all agreed to put on there as collateral because we got our birth certificates, we got our socials. We found out what bank the number on the back of the social belongs to. Mine's
exactly.
red, and it starts with the F. So I found out it belonged to the Bank of Atlanta. It's the federal bank in Atlanta that mine belongs to, where they got my money at.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
for my age, I know they got about at least $38 million. And if I could become a secured party, then I can work that, right?
You can work that as far as clearing your debts. I mean, if you owe, like I said, your credit score is a 400, you can bring it up to an 800, brother. The credit score will be maxed out. I mean, you can walk on a lot and buy whatever you want.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I jumped off of the shit a long time ago because the brothers I was doing this with, we kind of got separated and spread apart. One brother went in the military on me. You know, I love them both.
Exactly.
So, you know, they still my brothers.
Exactly.
But I know if they hear this, they're gonna understand who it is talking. One brother is still deeply into studying this. So, you know, he's the one that I would call for this kind of advice. But now I got y'all, so I need to go forward with mine, man. And that's all it was.
Go ahead, move forward.
It kind of made me stop. That's all it was.
Man,
I didn't.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I didn't want to be confused.
I'm gonna drop a whole class on how to fill out the form, how to file it with the. When you file it, did you get a copy of your live birth certificate? Not a birth certificate, a live birth certificate, a live certificate of birth.
It took a minute for me to get it when I ordered it, but I did get. I got one with the stamp on it. And,
go to the
long one. It opens up real long though. Mine does.
Yeah. Then you go and get that. You gotta get it authenticated.
And it's got different
colors. Get it authenticated. Too. Yeah, exactly. The live birth certificate. Yeah, exactly. That's the live birth certificate. Then did you get it authenticated by the Secretary of your state?
Not yet. Yeah, since I still got it, I can start doing that.
Yeah, that's the next step. Get your live birth certificate authenticated, meaning that this authenticated something means that, okay, this is the real deal. See what I'm saying? When you get a picture or autograph authenticated, they say, okay, this is the real deal. So once you get it authenticated, then you now can take ownership of it. And you have that. That'll be the original deed. That'll prove that that's the original deed, the original birth certificate, the original certificate of birth. Once you get that, then you would, and like I say, for anybody on the phone, how do you get your live birth certificate? Because you're going to need that to fill out the UCC-1 financial form. What you would do is go down to the Department of Statistics or Bureau of Statistics in your city or your state. Find the Department of write that down, the Department of Bureau of Statistics in your state. And that's how you get the live birth certificate.
You said Department of
Bureau of Statistics, yeah. They might have another name for it, depending. Yeah, viral statistics, not bio. Viral.
Viral or vital?
Oh, viral. The first word you said.
Okay. VIRAL.
Yeah. Statistics. You go down there and get a. Don't tell me you want a birth certificate. Tell me you want a live certificate of birth. And then once all y'all OSOICE get that, start moving to get that first. A copy of your live birth certificate, and then once you get that, you're gonna get it authenticated by whatever state you in, by the Secretary of State. Gonna authenticate that. Once they authenticate that, then you will have ownership of that birth certificate. Then we're gonna put that on as a collateral. So that's the
first step.
And what? That's the first step, right there. Matter of fact, we're going to get a whole class on it. Yeah, we're going to give a whole class on it. And I'm going to give you a whole class on how to fill the form out.
I'm sorry, brother. If you already filed as UCC-1, can you do another one?
Yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to do a rebuttal one. Like what you're going to do is You gonna add, like, we add all this. Now I'm adding this extra collateral, pretty much.
Okay.
It's gonna be like extra collateral. Like, so what you add, I'm like, now I want to add this, the actual, because if you send like a regular birth certificate without having a live birth certificate and have it authenticated, that's not gonna be. You can't use that as collateral because you don't have the actual authentic. You don't have the actual. You're not the actual holder of that title unless you authenticate that title.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So they would when that happens though, wouldn't they send you a letter letting you know this isn't authentic?
No, they're gonna send you once the Secretary of State sign and seal that live birth certificate, which they're gonna cost about $13 to do that. They're between $13 and $20 depending on what state you in.
I got mine already signed. I'm trying to figure out if I got the real live birth certificate though, because I got the water still.
Yeah, that might be it though. I don't know what state you be.
I'm in Ohio.
Depending on what Ohio, yeah. See, I don't know how they look, but like I say, if they say you gotta make sure it's a live certificate of birth, not a birth certificate, a live certificate of birth. That's what it's called.
Is that printed on the bank paper? Is a live certificate of birth? Is a live certificate of birth printed on the banknote paper, like the birth certificate?
Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly, it's a real certificate, and once you get that authenticated, meaning that's the real deal. So you got to get it authenticated to prove that it's a real deal. It's a real deal title. And now I got this title. Now we can file that as collateral, because I am the holder of this. And what you're doing, you're taking trustee over your particular over your titles. Yeah, your straw man. You're gonna take trustee over your straw man. I mean, you're gonna be able to step in as the creditor, and your straw man is the debtor. Your straw man is you in all caps, and and the creditor is you. And with the capital letter as the first letter of your name, then the rest of the lowercase. That's the real you, right? Because when you go to court, you don't make. When you go to court, you don't make appearances. You make special appearances. You don't make appearances. You don't hear about correct coercive diversion.
Right.
We won't get into all that. We won't get into all that. But like the first step for everybody on the phone, download a UC. The first step to becoming a secure party is download a UCC-1 financial form. Once you get that, we're gonna give you a class on how to fill it out. Don't fill it out yet. Now, after you get that form, set that in an envelope, set that in a piece of paper, or in your folder, or in your place where you keep your files. Then you're gonna get you a certificate. Go down to the where they give out birth certificates at, and you might have to go to the like I say, the Department of Statistics. You got to go down to the Department of Statistics, of Viral Statistics, to get the live certificate of birth. You don't want no birth certificate. You want a live certificate of birth. Once you get
so
that,
you can't make this request. You can't make that request by mail. You got to go in person to request a live.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's in person. Okay.
And it takes some time to get it to you, right?
Yeah, once you go in there in person to do it, they might mail it to you. They might mail it to you, or and like in my state, they give it to you right then. You sit down for about 15, 20 minutes, and they give you one right then. Yeah.
And how much did they charge you for that?
They charge me $13. Like I say, it's in between. Depending on what state you in, it's between $13 and $20.
All right.
Did you have to go to your state capital? Did you have to go to your state capital for that? Or you just did it through city? In some cities, they have what they call a health department, which is like an extension of the viral statistics department.
That's where I got mine at the health clinic.
Yeah, the health place. So that's an extension of the viral. Because actually, when you probably in your state, in your city, when you Google the Department of Viral Statistics, it's probably gonna send you to the same place they sent him to get the health department or whatever. They're gonna send you probably to there, depending on how it's set up. It depends because different states is different. But I think Ohio is the same as mine. That's why he was able to go to the health department or whatever. It's like another name, like I say, there's other names for it. Once you get that paperwork in your hand, you got that UCC-1 file. You got that. You got a copy of your driver license already. If you got you sign a contract, because a driver license ain't nothing but a contract. We volunteered. I mean, you volunteered to sign a contract with them. That's why your name is in all caps. But every time, anybody in the OSOICE clan, from this point on, every time you sign anything, I don't care if it's for cable, I don't care if it's a birth certificate, and they're gonna try to give you a hard time signing the birth certificate and UCC, putting that UCC-1. They gave me a hard time when I tried to authenticate my son's birth certificate and put the UCC-1308 on there. But I still got the name in all caps, and I put the L on the end of his name so they could denote that and I put his nationality as Moorish American. So when I come back and grab his birth certificate and take it as collateral, it'll be a lot easier because he already ain't no American. He's an American citizen, but he's a Moor. You know what I'm saying?
He's an indigenous.
Yeah, he's indigenous. We don't want to give them back their license. We want to utilize the license in our sovereign capacity. We want to utilize the birth certificate. That way we can go and work. We can go because when you go to work, they're gonna try to ask you for a Social Security card. In some instances, you want to get a job and try to make money, they're gonna ask you for a Social Security card. If you get rid of your Social Security card, you're not gonna be able to work. But if you come a secure party, now you in power of the Social Security card, you in power of the birth certificate, you in power of the driver license. So now you can use that. Bank if they come to sue you in any one of them contracts, because all of them are contracts. Your birth certificate is a contract. Your Social Security card is a contract, and your driver license is a contract. Because you sign all of them. All of them get signed.
Thank you, man.
So all of them are contracts.
Thank you. You just answered that question for me. Because, see, I was under the assumption that you would have to get rid of your driver's license, your Social Security card, and I was thinking, well, damn, how you going to, function in this society when you go to a job and they want to see your license? I drive vehicles at work and whatnot. So now you just gave me a good overstanding. Thank you for that. Now, that was the final piece of the puzzle that put it together for me. That I see it. Thank you, young elder. Thank you.
Yeah. We're going to move, so we're going to move like that.
Yeah, young elder,
go ahead.
Ain't even got into telling y'all about how to purchase things through this, because there's ways for you to purchase things and buy them flat out and become what they call a power of attorney over your own stuff. Exactly. That way they can't come and snatch shit from you.
They can't. Hey, the IRS is illegal. Biggest illegal. The IRS is illegal, brother. It's the biggest against the law.
That's correct.
The biggest game ever, man. The biggest game ever. So
even on United States soil. They headquarters like, what is it, in Puerto Rico, I think?
Yeah. And Puerto Rico is not Puerto Rico. That's Bodeca. That's not Puerto Rico. It's the corporation. Bodega, Bodega. Yeah. That's Rich Point. That's the name, the true name as we call it as Moors for Bodega, the island of Bodega. Yeah. Now they call it Puerto Rico because, and understand this, it's not 50 states no more because Hawaii when their treaty was up, they got out of it. Hawaii and Alaska got out of it. They're not even part of the United States no more. People don't even know that because their treaties was up. So, but we're gonna get into once we get that paperwork and we got it in our hand, and then we're gonna go to the move to get the next move is to get it authenticated. Once we do that, we'll go to the next step. And once everybody become a secure party, and then we're gonna begin to clap them because when we go to court, we're not gonna be able to make a show. We're just gonna be able to protect ourselves and hold our rights. But people gonna see what we're doing. And when they see what we're doing, they don't want us to do it. And they're going to bring more people to OSOICE. And then once they see, then we're going to blow up, man. We're going to blow up, I'm telling you.
Yes,
we're going to blow up.
I like
and
that.
Then we're
that.
OSOICE is going to shut down their system. Because my name is ATUN-RE. What is yours? I'm going to shut down their motherfucking system. Exactly.
Hey, man, I've been on this path for so long, man. It's about time. You feel me? It's about time, brother. I needed clarification on a lot of things because I was hesitant about moving forward on filing certain papers, man. because I have been listening to Tyrus Tariq Bey and all them other brothers talk about it, man, and they was on point with a few things, but they make you pay like $600 and something for their shit. And I'm like, man,
$325. Yeah, because that's how they make their money, bro. But the truth of the matter is, this whole process is gonna cost you less than $100. And you probably don't pay more than $50. It probably cost you less than $50. It probably cost you less than $50.
The jewels that you're giving on this phone that he's giving y'all. There's people out here charging for this. So I want y'all to understand, everybody that's on this phone tonight is blessed.
I'm telling you.
So if I could ask a question, after you got the certificate of live birth, and then when you got it authenticated, where did you have to go? What did you say? Who was the one who authenticated that? What department was that?
The Secretary of State. The Secretary of State.
Yeah, no, that's going in the person. Now, did you have to go to your state capital for that? Or was that handled in your city also?
In some cases, you had to go to the state capital. Now, it depends on how some of your cities might have a secretary of the Secretary of State inside of your city. So you can go to them and they can, like a representative, they can send it off to them and they can deal with it like that and then have it sent back to you. Because another thing I gotta put out there, anytime you sign with your address on anything, because your address is how they can clap you too. It's how they bring your scrawl man is a part of your address is a part of your scrawl man. So what they do is when you write your P.O. box. Get your P.O. box, but you can use your address, but when you write your address, this is what you do. Put your zip code in parentheses. Put the captions around your zip code. That means that you are actually you own in that area. You're not a part of that area. You just owning that area. You putting that parentheses around the caption, that zip code. So anytime you do your contract, sign your name in all caps, put the UCC-1308. On top of that, when you write your address, right, sign put your zip code in parentheses. That way they can't cop you to that particular address or to that particular area. Another thing, if you write checks, stop writing checks because a check is a contract. Matter of fact, the little dotted line that you sign on, if you take a magnifying glass and look at it real close, you'll see that it's a contract. That ain't no lie. That's not no line. That's words. And small print.
Damn sure is.
Right? So stop writing them checks. And get your money. Yeah, man, what you do is take out, if you got a regular, get your money direct deposit. If you ain't with a credit union, you need to get with a credit union because banks can crash and they can tell you they ain't got no money. They ain't got to pay you jack because you ain't got no security you ain't got no insurance on your money. You ain't paying for insurance on your money. But at a credit union, the credit union is owned by the people.
Yeah.
And they give you better loans. They help you build your credit better and all of that if you want to go that route. But like I say, don't deal with banks, deal with credit unions. Because banks is the biggest fraud ever.
That's my wife.
You make it. Yeah, she get a credit union, man. I tell you, you trying to buy a house, they're gonna be the best deal. We want to buy a car. You go buy a car, the credit union gonna give you cash. They gonna tell you, okay, all right, what kind of car you trying to get? They gonna go say, we'll give you $20,000. Then you go find the car then. You go find that in your range. When you go to the car lot, you trying to talk them down. You trying to get your car for under $18,000. When you go to the car lot, you already got the money already. The credit union already gave it to you. This is how the credit union works. A credit union give you the best deals on your money. If you want somebody, if you want to pay somebody to hold your money, if you want to pay somebody to hold your money, pay the credit union to hold it, brother. Don't pay the banks, because you fuel the beast. You fuel the beast when you put your money in the bank. You fuel the beast when you don't go and pay for these tickets, and you don't want to pay for no tickets, especially if you ain't having no wreck. If you ain't crashing to the back of nobody, hitting no stop sign, if you ain't damaged no property or nothing, you going paying tickets, you fueling the beast. You fueling them to put more cops on the streets. The brutality is. You know what I'm saying? We fuel the fire.
It won't work.
Exactly. If you stop giving your money, stand up for your rights and hold your square and start paying these tickets that ain't no crime, and you start not getting rid of this insurance. Now, in some cases, insurance is good. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You ain't really got to get rid of the insurance. The only thing I would say is I would at least have insurance on my car, in case somebody hit me. And they don't got insurance. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go to trying to sue them because it's a way if they hit you and they're not by you being a secure party and you hit them, you can just take that out of your account. But they're not a secure party and they hit you and they don't got insurance, you gonna have to take them beans to civil court and sue them for hitting you, costing you more money. Yeah, civil court is where you sue people but they have divorce, child custody battles and all that. It's all dealing around money. Civil and criminal is dealing around money. That's why they call it a charge. In criminal court, right? Charge your cause.
Money.
It's all about money, brother. The bench means money. Bench means bank. Money. The ship dock on the bank. Birth canal. These beings it's all about money. Understand his system it ain't personal, it's business. His system is not personal, it's business. And this is what we got to realize. Once we start understanding that this is business and we start dealing in that fashion of business and start standing up for our rights, his system crashed. He can't do nothing. He can't fuel his system without money. So he's getting all of our money. He's going to give you for $375 for a speeding ticket, right? Or he give you for $375 for a parking violation because you park in front of a damn thing, and especially in New York, they real bad up there. Man, it costs $50 just to park in a spot up there, man. Man, you'll be broke. If you ain't got enough money, you will not last long in New York. My hat go out to the brother Zirael. My hat go out to the brother Zirael for hanging out in New York, brother, because it costs a lot of money to live in New York, brother. I'm telling you. Hey, 2 places it costs a lot of money to live in. 3 places. California, Hollywood, California, Beverly Hills, New York City, and goddamn me, Florida. Man, it costs $35 just to drive around. I'm talking about just in tolls in Florida. Man, I'm telling you, brother, you ain't got no money down there. You got a hard time, brother. You got a hard time.
So, by becoming a secure party, how does that affect you with the IRS?
Well, the IRS,
look, they non-constitutional, man.
Exactly.
But they still trying to put their hand in your pocket. I'm just, trying to take this information and apply it to the information that I'm learning tonight. How does that work?
How do I get him to prove? Go ahead. I'm going to show you.
Now, the only way the IRS can clap you if you did a contract with them. If you sign a W-2s, if you sign a contract with them, they can clap you. See?
Okay.
In order to take you to court, they're gonna have to have a contract saying that you broke that contract. A W-2 is a contract. So if you go into a job and you sign a W-2s, if you sign a W-2s, now the IRS said, okay, you said that you were gonna do this, but you didn't. Now I can clap you. And they really still can't do that. It's illegal. It's ways around that too. But if you don't enter into a contract with them, they can't touch you. They can't touch you.
Let's say right now, as we speak, I'm currently I'm employed, and that's one of the things in the packet of paperwork that they gave me, to go ahead and sign this W-2 so that we can go ahead and put you in this system to start withdrawing federal income tax. So now, boom, I go get my live birth certificate, of live birth, and follow the process. What status does that put me in with the IRS, and how does that change it? I don't know if my question, if I'm questioning it right.
Yeah, okay. It really don't. Really, in some instances, you want to pay taxes, brother, depending on where you live at. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because you got what they call property tax. Property tax, where you pay tax, say you own the house or you own the land, you pay property tax. Now, what that property tax goes towards, because property tax is different from the tax that they're taking out of the federal tax. Federal tax is going to the national debt. Property tax is a tax that you might want to pay if you own your home, because that property tax, it goes to the roads, go to the schools, it goes to the schools in your area, the hospitals in your area, and the fire department. Yeah, the infrastructure. So if you got a fire department, like matter of fact, people that live close to a school, close to a hospital, their property tax is a lot higher.
Right.
And in them areas, because what they want to do is this is promoting your area, like making your area more, increasing the value of your property by paying property tax. Increase the value of your property, because they might end up building a fire department down. You know how much it is to have a fire department real close to your house? That means your property tax is high, but that's good, because now the fire truck can get to put your house out faster. You got to put your house out faster if it catches on fire. So in some instances, some taxes is good, like the property tax. Now federal tax, if you plan that and then you don't get out, you pay $15,000 or whatever in 1 year, then they don't give you $1,000 back. That's not right, brother. That's not right. Becoming a secure party, you can go either two ways. You don't have to pay tax at all. You'll be tax exempt, brother. They'll give you a tax exempt number. So when you go to the store and purchase your food, you're going to give them this number. They're going to be a tax exempt number. Meaning you don't pay tax on nothing. You don't pay tax on cigarettes. You don't pay tax on food. It'll be like you got food stamps when you go buy food, just by having this tax ID number. When you come to secure party, you receive a tax ID number.
Is that called the EIN?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, when we were filling out our paperwork, we was using our socials as the EIN numbers, but without the dashes in them.
Yeah, without the dashes. Yeah, see? Now, it's going to be deep. That's deep right there, see? They'll give you, like I've seen most cases, I've seen some cases where, like if it's a part of a business, they get a different number, but it's like if it's a personal tax exempt number, usually it's your social security number, either like like you say, without the dashes in it, and they might add like a letter or something. They might add a letter or something at the end or the beginning. It depends on what state you in, though, because different states are different. But like I say, when you become a secure party, you become tax exempt. That means you don't have to pay federal tax. You don't have to really pay no tax, really, if you don't want. But like I say, you can pay, but you might have to pay. Like I say, you might want to pay property tax, because that's dealing around like the area you live in is dealing with the school your kids go to, the sidewalks, shit like that for your community, for your property, your area. That's what that's dealing with. Now the federal tax is going to the national debt. That's $40 million an hour going to the national debt for the federal tax.
Hey, look, I've been blowing people away, Elder, every time I tell them when you hit me with that $40 million an hour joint.
$40 million an hour, dog. That shit finna go up. Another year, that should be $45 million an hour, and by next year, by the middle of next year, it'll be $45 million an hour. That shit finna go out the roof. So I'll tell you this, man. The beginning next year, you're gonna see the government shut down so many times. They're gonna shut down a record number in next year. They're gonna be shut down for a month, or they're gonna be shut down. They might start back up for a couple of weeks and shut down for another 2 months. This is what's gonna happen, man. And people ain't gonna be able to get their food stamps. They're gonna be mad as hell because the government shut down.
Yep. And that's gonna cause all kinds of strife in the street.
Exactly. Disability. Chaos. People that get their disability can't get their disability check, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it right on the last week of the month. So when the first come around, they're gonna bend all people over. It's called chaos, brother. But the government shut down for a whole 30 days. They shut down at the end of the month when they about to pay your ass. Right? This is what their plan is. This is what their plan is. So you all you people on food stamps? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on the food stamps, but I was going to say, when you get a chance to, like before the night's over, can you tell them about how to discharge the bills too, like your electric bill using your EIN numbers and stuff? Like it's a way to discharge a bill too, where you ain't got to pay. Yeah. Like you can pay your bills with the secure party too, and what you would do is it had to be
like they only most time they only deal with outstanding it's like shit that you owe. Like say I owe like $1,000 and you know it's like back pay or something. Then I can discharge that. But I haven't went. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have never had to do that before, so I don't know exactly how to do it. But I tell you what, in my particular paperwork in the book. Matter of fact, okay, another thing I didn't know. Go get a book called A Redemption Manual. It's a book called Redemption Manual.
I read it
that
too.
book there'll give you. Yeah, that book there'll give you more on how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? How to handle that the damn the discharging the bills and all that. Now, you can like you say.
The manual is part of the miracle.
Oh, the chief is on the phone. Hey, chief.
Let me say, hey, how y'all doing? The redemption manual is part of the thing called the miracle file, which was so big I couldn't download it. The redemption manual was got to me while I was in the penitentiary. The brother came out of nowhere and said, "Hey, Shaddah," I said, "What?" He said, "Your father wants you to have this." It was under the door. I got to read it. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Let me just say this to you. Everything figures into a much bigger picture. How many of you know the difference between maritime law and imperial law? In order to become a secured party, you have to invoke what is called imperial law. Why do you think we're called an empire? OSOICE. Right. Original, sacred, order, inner circle, empire. See that empire thing?
Yes, sir.
We are emperors and empress. And that in itself is quite impressive. Why? Because in this, we strike imperial law at a large scale. It's not where one of us becomes. First off, one brother said something to me that was so true. If you can get all these thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars or millions of dollars becoming a secured party, why do we all have to become one? Why can't just one person become one and that be cool? You see? It don't make a whole lot of it make sense, but a whole lot of it don't make sense. Because if you're talking about eternal life and bringing heaven to this planet, which is what this is all about, don't fool yourself. You're here to create the matrix by which Anu himself will reside here on the Blue Rocks. Now, if that is your agenda, then you have to know that their system will not survive this. It's not the end of the world for us, it's the end of the world for them. What do you think eternal life is all about? And, the hereafter. Nobody ever said the hereafter what? You're talking about discharging a debt, right? Okay. Well, okay, America owes the World Bank for having used their people as a collateral, which was the breaking of world law. By creating the straw man you and the whole thing goes on and on and on and on, like Erykah Badu did. But the truth of the matter is what really counts. And if you are not secure in the bosom of Anu, then there is no security for you. Because when the Most High stands for you, who's there that can stand against you? Don't you realize, merely by talking in terms of the Most High and what it is that we are doing and pushing towards the meeting of these goals, that in itself protects us. It is a shield that the more you utilize, the stronger it becomes. And you have to keep in mind, heaven is not going to materialize here on the Blue Rock unless we get up and make this happen. What do I mean by that? Well, we have to first create one environment, just one, where you can go to sleep, and you can wake, and know all your belongings are there, where no one lies in this environment, and everyone does the exact thing that they know is right inside themselves to do, which is to be the best that they could possibly be in doing what needs to be done for, with, and by each other. And when you learn to live for, with, and by each other without turmoil, first though, a concept has to be internalized. And then that concept, which is what I'm giving you now, has to be conceptualized, meaning you must walk it through. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
That's right, Chief.
Step. You see, meaning that one environment, by bringing a small band of beings together, such as the OSOICE, who are also nice in everything we do and everything we say, with a pristine purity of perfection that was put in place. Did you hear what I said? A pristine purity of perfection that becomes permanently put in place, holding a posture of perfection that cannot be denied, and in some places it can't even be described because of how all wise, right, exact the posture is held and maintained by all members involved. Talking about, baby, as crisp can be. Woo! See it in your mind's eye. Understand its significance and why. These things are an absolute must and have to come to be, if indeed heaven is ever to materialize, because from that one environment, we will work from the center of that outward. Fuck being a secured party. Secured party don't mean shit. Not when you're talking about bringing heaven to this blue rock. Don't you understand there will be a new heaven and a new earth? For the old heaven and the old earth would have passed away, meaning you must, while being a child, you play with toys. When you elevate, you put away children's toys, and you start to play with things that are significantly, check this out, important. Do you think money has a place in the heavens? And keep in mind, the word heaven came from the word haven. You all are so physically, so tied to the physical that you forget. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to be with their head so up in the sky that they forget their feet is on the ground. Because all of us eat, all of us have needs. Anybody who thinks that they can disconnect themselves from their appetites totally is a damn fool. Like, you want to sit up and talk about being emotionless. Do the best you can, but baby, brother, let me tell you something. Not an easy road to travel. Because whether you like it or not, these things have been incorporated into you over a course of time that has been you and your life now for more than 2,000 years. And the truth is, the time is now to cut some things loose. You mean stop looking at the picture the way you have been looking at it. Desire heaven to be a reality, and so shall it be. It means you are desiring other things to secure you. Then how heavenly are we, and how heavenly will any of this ever become and be? Think, family. I hate to say it, but fuck them crackers and everything they have to offer. It's about us recreating our own. We have to, let me tell you this on my desk. I'm rewriting the code on the Lambide. Listen to me. creating our new language, the new language of the Shaddah Da tribe. We'll have our own constitution, our own flag, and we have to be seen by the League of Native Americans legitimately, because they don't have no choice but to see us with a legitimate eye. Why? Because we are true descendants of the Shoshone. And from that village, that's one place, that one apartment, that one band of people who say, no, heaven is going to be right where we stand from this day forward. And mean it, and so shall it be from the center of that out. And at the end, each of you all will thank me for having told you. Do you understand?
Who?
Now, I love you all. I know you all love me.
Love you too, Chief.
Get your head right. My family, your family of mine. Think about one thing only. Heaven being yours. We have to take everything that's old, tear it down, and make it everything new. I don't care what. If it's old painted, remodeled, everything has to be made what?
New.
So any old information, don't get me wrong, we don't throw away anything that works. If it works, carry it with you. But damn it, if it don't work and have no usage, discard it, because there ain't nothing but a ball and chain that will tie you to the physical plane. Heaven is where the heart is, and the heart should be in the home. When the heart and mind become one, in tune with each other, wisdom strikes home. And wise is the way of wisdom. Not something that can be bought in the store or sold at the town square farmer's market. You are, and you are one of ours, and we are the only ones here to do this. There is no one else. No one. The time is now. Prepare yourselves mentally. Get your head right. Stop moving on petty things like Joel. You want to research the name Brady. Kiss my ass. Stupid ass. Don't mean nothing in the scheme of things. Because don't you all know we have to get away from the name York anyway? Extremely. How are we going to open up the Save the Children World Movement and be attached to Pops? Pops told me to disassociate myself with his name altogether. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke. Because the name York has been made mud in America. So get your heads right. You understand?
Who?
I'm saying, really, how are we going to be anywhere around children associated with the name York? Think about it. Truth is truth. And they knew what they were doing when they gave me the name Brady. His reason being is because, again, if it is of Irish descent, let me tell you something, that will put, certain things are in place that wouldn't be in place, listen, without that disguise. Bobby and them niggas knew exactly what the fuck they was doing. You understand?
Ooh.
Listen, and the truth of the matter is, we're talking about the best that ever did it, man. Come on, they don't. They dotted every I, crossed every T, dot or tittle. These niggas wasn't playing. The higher ups are a team of united Nubians who are of an excellence that words can't describe, and have been that for eons. So much so that the entire galactical brotherhood can't do anything but stand there in awe and realize. I mean, once every 365,000 galactical years an election is held. In fact, don't you know, this is the 14th cycle. This is shit or get up off the pot time. After the 14th cycle, it's election time yet again. 365,000 galactical years. One galactical year is 100,000 Earth years. One. And once every 365,000 galactical years, an election is held to decide who will be the Most High deity, who will hold the office of Anu. Our Anu wins every time, to the point that they're saying we're cheating. But the truth of the matter is, our Anu wins because he is what you call an anomaly, something that cannot be explained. And so let them think what they want. Doesn't matter. Because the election is won by mathematical ability displayed. And all of the galactical brotherhood bring their champions and get slayed by the, come on. It's like Anu has become bored with it. Each time he comes to election, he brings something new that that no one has ever seen before. Don't you realize in the 13th cycle, he brought to the blackboard the hyperbolic equation, which made, check this out, supreme grand mathematics easy and able to be done by an idiot. By moving math faster than you all could ever imagine. Because when it goes across the teletype, you're no longer looking at numbers, niggas. Looking at what? Pictures. You understand? And not, you all don't even, let me tell y'all something. When I'm getting ready to write a book called The Science of the Who Symbol. Most of y'all don't even know how the Hua symbol came to be and what was its purpose. Without question, it's the supreme symbol of divine love itself. It emulates love with every vibration. But wait till you all see what it does. Watch. Because again, keep in mind the computer's language is 0001. You see all those zeros? You see all them secrets that belong to us? Don't y'all know Baba created MySpace? Baba created Facebook. Social networks. Why? Because he said when you see the Messiah, you see the 144,000, correct? Yes or no? Ain't that what he said? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
All right then. You saw 144,000 for the very first time on MySpace. When I stepped out, started talking in 2007. I told them niggas to come from behind the icons because motherfuckers was hiding behind the icons talking shit. You know, we had a motherfucker called named Zadok Records. They called, he supposed to be Baba's, bloodline and this, that, that, third. This nigga was a straight nut. It wasn't hard to define him and find him hiding behind the icon. I wrote a thing called Identities Revealed. Nigga, if you ain't scared, get from behind the icon. Show your picture and your face. Give your address, nigga. I did. And I said, anybody want to get with this? Come on, bring it. and wasn't playing. And tell all them niggas, don't forget, I'm from Harlem, motherfuckers. If you come, you better come right. And then 9 niggas moved towards me. Wonder why? Because they got good sense. They know that they ain't going down without a fight. All this intelligence, behind all this intelligence, we got weapons that you all can't even pronounce. Don't even have names yet. And yeah, that don't make us cocky though. You know, it makes us have good sense. Because with every power has to have checks and balances. That's what pain was and why it was written into the contract, though I didn't know. Pain was Andrew's way of checking and balancing everything. But then when I requested that be removed, my good talking self, and he came up with another check and balance. It's called the real we. None of y'all trying to go. None of y'all trying to go. It's an environment. Listen, when you fight, there is no camaraderie because everybody's fighting for the same thing, to get what? Out. And you fight and die. As soon as you die, you come right back to life and fight more. Forever. And like I said, once we bring this one environment in, and everybody has agreed that this is where heaven starts, right here and what? Now.
You there? Chief?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let me check. What the freak? Yeah, brother Anthony, you can talk for a moment. I'm getting back on the line. Or someone, chime in, please.
Yeah, somebody said other than me. I run my mouth a little too much.
No, it's good energy, man. It's good energy.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
I hear what Chief was talking about. Got to be able to bring it here, bring heaven here, right? Wish his call didn't drop. Because I knew he was going somewhere powerful.
Yeah, he about to get back on.
Woo. 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 That's all I can say.
Man.
It's hard to
They like
cut behind
to cut his bill. Yeah. They like to cut his bill every time he about to tell us something important. Or some special, however you want to look at it. I don't know what word to say.
I was feeling it, though.
Right, well. Okay, family. Now, let me say this again. It's not just about bringing heaven to the Blue Rock. It's about bringing it here and keeping it here. Because don't you realize one move that is old, one thought that comes from, listen, before the hereafter, will bring everything that's here now, after everything has been made right back here all over again. You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to walk the hard-headed Negro. There's always going to be one hard-headed monkey judgmental monkey that's going to want to stand up and challenge everything and be contrary and think that they know. So we're going to walk that monkey right over to a window and say, look out. I want you to look out there real quick. Just take a little peek. And what they're going to see across from them is the wheel. And we're going to simply tell them you can give it this or you can give it that. What you want to do? Real simple shit. Because the minute, listen, even if they carry it inside their heart, hiddenly, the mentality says, yeah, okay, for real, fuck them. Fuck them niggas and shit they talking. Who the fuck they think they are? I know what and I'm going to get everybody to listen to me. You know the mentality. You don't think I don't. The minute that evilness, that trifleness, that savagery, that barbarism, that less than mentality is surface in thought and heart and mind of any individual who feels as though they have committed themselves to putting heaven on earth. What makes you all think that it will not sweat through your pores? Because no matter what is hidden in the heart, it comes through and becomes the who it is that you are, visibly. But everybody know who's who on the Blue Rock. On Anu's Blue Rock. Not yours. Not ours. Anu's. Everybody will know. So, you got these good Negroes, beings who still need to grow, scheming and plotting and planning. Oh, this what we're going to do. This how we're going to do. That's it. And for real, and this, that, and I'm like, you listen to this shit. I told everybody a while ago, if anybody had a plan better than the one I have, I'll be the first to shut up and follow them. You had some cat up in Canada who came on YouTube, had a Sudanese jalabia on and a Native American head bonnet. You could tell he was confused right there. Nigga, if you're going to be a Native American, put a Native American entire attire on. If you're going to be Sudanese, put an entire attire on. What the fuck is wrong with you? Got up there and talk for hours about absolutely fucking nothing. Okay, you want to tell me that, okay, all this secured party, but let me tell you something. Do y'all think for 1 minute that Baba didn't know more about being a secured party than you niggas do? Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He knew.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If he knew more about secured partyism than all of y'all, then how is he and why is he in jail? Okay, I'll tell you why. Because you have to denounce your blackness. And Baba wasn't going to do that. Then fuck that. I'll take the 138 years. Kiss my ass. Before I stand up and call myself white. You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So what the deal was, Baba is not a sellout. Before he sold out, he took the time. And that's something honorable. It's something to be proud of, damn it. That we got a father like that. Wasn't no punk. Wasn't no pussy. Wasn't no fool. So you sit up. I don't mean no harm, young man. Young elder. And the brother who's calling himself Pharaoh, miss me with that. You're not Pharaoh. Take that name and put it somewhere else. There is only one Pharaoh in this house. You understand that?
Who?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So the brother has to choose a good and meaningful what? Name. Pharaoh is not a title that anybody else in this house can hold or maintain. Other than Uwa. So if I got a problem with that, let me know now. Just like that, I had Ali change his name to Sadiq. You want to know why? Because nobody is Ali but Anu himself. Follow that? Change your name, bruh, is what I told him. You follow that? Because that was his name from birth. Yeah, well, I don't care. That's Anu's name. Change your name, bruh. Okay, you understand?
Cool.
Has to be an ongoing respect for these deities who sit in high seats of authority than y'all. An ongoing, I'm talking about never ending. Man, I don't ever lose respect for Tahuti, ever lose respect for the God-man, ever lose respect for Anu, ever lose respect for my father. I mean, I'm constantly looking at all the things they did and all the things they do. With excellence, man. Come on. How do you not be flawed? Because it's flawless. Man, you really, Lord have mercy. Let me tell y'all something. Wait till you all see my father, my grandfather, and I work in concert alchemically. You all are in for a treat. To see three masters, dancing with this thing, something to look at. And what I'm trying to tell you, that's what time it is, y'all. And don't forget, I'm fifth in line. I'm fifth. I don't claim to be anything other than fifth in line. I hold the center seat. That's it. Because in between 1 and 10, what is the center seat? 5. Okay? That's Anu himself, the God-men, Tahuti, Baba, then I. Yeah, bro. This is real deal. This ain't no joke. This is real. And I feel sorry for all those beings out there who want to think that it's not. Because it's going to seem like a ton of bricks. When Bob himself come home and say, yeah, that's just stupid ass, that was him the whole time. I mean, really, y'all want to argue? How could y'all not know? What type of excuse you going to give Baba then? The miracle was right in your face. The day I opened my mouth, I had haters telling me I had an operation on my throat to sound like my father. I mean, get real. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, besides the benefit of the doubt. That was the absolute dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, there was no thought given to that statement whatsoever. Whoever created it was a damn fool. Game goofy. A dub is ready to go, motherfucker. Y'all, listen to me, y'all. Here's what we're doing. We will stay focused. We will move towards achieving our goals. Our goals are good ones. And all the revenue we need. First, though, you keep telling me about the secured party shit like the brother in Canada. Well, Niccolo, if it's all that in the bag of potato chips, and you done got all this money from it, motherfucker, how come you ain't donated all that money to the raising of this nation? And what the fuck does everybody have to get all that money for? Only one of us had to get all that money if it's that much motherfucking money, right?
Yes.
Why does everybody have to have all that money? Tell me. Because all you got to do to know that many members of our family are still confused is pull up any Negro any day of the week and ask them, what do you want? Really, bro, what do you want? You know how hard that question then becomes to answer when you really stop and think about it? Many people don't even have the slightest clue as to what they really want. They don't have, because they yet to discover what they really need. That's why they have such a hard time figuring out what they really want. Truth is truth. Think about it. Tell yourself, damn, what do I want? Will I be satisfied with that? Will that make me happy? I mean, do I really even know? And anybody who ain't never sat down and thought on that level, I feel sorry for them. That should be something to think about. I don't understand if all this time, for 2,000 years, people have spoken about my return and my coming. If they have opportunity to meet me, what's wrong with them? I'll tell you what's wrong. They're scared. You tell them, I know Jesus. I talk to him all the time on the phone. They look at you like you're crazy. You say, yo, man, you can talk to him too. I'll dial his number right now. Shit. They have a real hard time with swallowing that pill, and I know that. I know that because many of them expected me to be something a whole lot different than what. Yeah, that's right. It will be picked up by Miramax, and they'll pay us a whole lot of money for it.
Who?
The Real Messiah movie. It's gonna be fat. Start out like this. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna start out. Flash. It shows scene on Wall Street. All the people walking, blah 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 blah. You know, business day, and then all of a sudden the narrator starts to talk. Flash. And you know, the camera switches from one corner to another corner. Flash, flash, flash. In the last day, flash. Many people have heard about the return of the Messiah. Flash, flash, flash. And so these people walking. But how many ever expected flash for the real Messiah to return like this? Flash. Then it showed high-speed chase, cars blowing up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's right. You see? That's how the movie will start. You understand it now?
Cool.
But that's sensationalized. That's sensationalized in a manner by which Hollywood does what it does. Because don't get me wrong, I know how to write screenplay. You follow? I've studied that shit. You follow? And certain elements that make a good movie great. First thing is it's got to start out moving. It's got to start out grabbing the audience. Okay? Now, but what they do is they take people who go to the movies don't go to the movies because they want to see real life. They go to the movies because they want to see something larger than what life. You follow me?
Ooh.
And that's what for entertainment. Well, don't y'all see there's nothing larger than life? That's some stupid shit. How you going to see something larger than life? Motherfucker, how are you going to see life? Or you ain't going to see life. Life or death is part of life. That's all you're going to see, motherfucker. What the hell's wrong with And everybody's so scared because they got this unknown thing about death. And death is a part of life, nigga. Death is a part of life. Death is living also. Get it out your head. Nothing to be so tripped out about. We lived embodiment after embodiment after embodiment all meant to be. And when the memory is totally restored, you'll see. Yeah, without question. In certain, do you realize me and Tahuti himself are the only beings in this family who have circumvented death? We're the only ones who have been afforded, listen, by Anu's signature, the right to do it, to get around dying. Okay, you understand that? Tahuti did it when he was Enoch. I did it in 2,000 years ago. You follow that? Because I did. Died on a cross? Who? Me? Nah, you're wrong, fella. That's the other motherfucker. No. Never happened. And everybody writes Judas out to be a betrayer. No, the brother was my friend, a very good friend of mine. And in fact, as this family and a family of ours move forward, we'll take that name Judas and hang it high on the pyramid of life, because that brother saved my life. Sacrificed his life to see to it that I survived. Are you understanding that?
Cool.
The truth of the matter is, he wasn't nothing but the equivalent to a crackhead. All he was doing was trying to get high. That's what the 60 pieces, Judas, where the money is, it's gone. Just fucked it up. Didn't nobody think of it until he said something. Now he brought in the element that nobody else thought of, including myself. Said, shoot, take me, I'll be him. They don't know what I look like, and they don't know what he looked like neither. If they did, why they need me to point him out? You understand?
Cool.
And they wrote him out to be a betrayer. He ain't betrayed.
Cool.
He sacrificed his very life. That's how much he loved me and follows me from life to life. The real love don't die, nigga. Why you think you all are here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because the love you had then is still alive right now.
Yeah.
Right now. You see, so it's like really take the sword that you pull out your mouth and put it in the seats. Sit back a while. Stop talking so much about things y'all don't need to talk about. And talk about the things you do need to talk about, damn it. Get secure partyism, give them crackers back their shit. Bother didn't sell out. The only way you can be a secure party is you got to say you white. Real talk. That shit that the brother was saying up in Canada, real deal Holyfield in the law, for real. But fuck all that. Fuck them and the horse they rode in on. Fuck their laws, their people. Kiss my natural born ass. You understand me?
Cool.
I'm not into their shit. I don't support their shit. I don't want no parts of their shit. Give them their shit back. And keep their shit the fuck away from me. You understand now?
Cool.
Where does it go?
Cool.
Now, I'm here to bring heaven to the planet, and damn it, I'm going to do it too. Want to know why? Because I'm qualified and I'm able. And the question is, I'm able, are you? That's how we go. Hold on.
Hey, Brother Anthony.
Hey, I'm here, brother.
Yep. It just since ATUN-RE he changed names, because he changed my name too a few times. I want you to maybe ask him. I know you said one time you want him to give you a name. I remember you mentioned that one time. So I know you want to ask that question now. Cause I know you said it before. You be forgetting to ask it. It's up to you, though. You know, it crossed my mind.
All right, I appreciate that, brother.
Anthony cool, though, you know.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people have it.
Yeah, true.
Hey, I had a question, Tank, that like I talked to Anthony about earlier. You know, something I had vibed on. You know, when the word goes out, it's called a conference call, right?
I'm back.
And I was thinking how.
Let's see.
Okay.
Hold on.
Conference call. Yeah, I'm back. Shaddah Da Family.
Shaddah Da.
Lord have mercy. I want to say something to you. Carson, Georgia. Sermon on the Mount. That's when our story will be told in its entirety. Because don't you know, once every 24,000 years, our story has to be renewed. But it cannot be renewed until it's first retold in its entirety. That's what you all will hear that night. Our story in its entirety. With all the blanks filled in. And then right after that, our story will be renewed. Because everything will be made, what? Ready? New. From that day, what?
On.
Because that will be the day that we declare heaven on the blue what?
Rock.
You understand how close we are now?
Yep.
Okay? Yeah. Without question. And all those who want to support this demon and its concrete, they blaze the whole globe with that crap, is what Baba said. Do you know what concrete does to the human body? They're not fools, they're damn fools. And they should be very, very happy that I've come when I have. Not a minute before or a minute too late. But don't you realize, if you put too much concrete on one side of the globe, it will outweigh the other side, and then the side that is heavier will start to sink. Do you realize what the fuck you're doing at that point? You fucking real shit up. Super dumb, cracking dog. Stupid ass. Smelling like dog self. You have your dog. See where my head at? See where my head is at?
Who?
Yes. Who?
I'm here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Chief.
But I'm here to save mind. And when I say mind, I'm talking about people who carry a good, mind. And what I mean by that, because there's a whole lot of, but people don't realize is that there's a lot of Eminem types. There are beings out there who appear to be white, who are Negroes just like you and I. And you know they are the minute they open their mouth. Every color of the rainbow melts in your hand, but not in your what? Mouth. Meaning the minute they open their mouth, you know they niggas just like us. And when it comes on their head, it's bopping too. But then there's a whole lot of Colin Powell types. A bunch of Nubians out there who are homosexuals to the bone and flipping and flopping like polite. You understand?
Who?
And tell them I said so. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Then niggas can't fight. I will fuck him up. Matter of fact, I'm going to Bushwick Avenue. Man, you really think I'm going to let Bushwick, them stores, who? You're going up there to turn the tables what?
Over.
Them niggas not going to enjoy my father's money anymore. That day is coming, what? Gone. and we're going to take the Kaaba, meaning I'm going to take back 719 Bushwick Avenue. You follow that?
Yep.
Cool.
And I'm not going to be playing with flow. So if you want to be a punk or faggot, get your punk and faggot ass to fuck over what's there, because you ain't going to be nothing but in my fucking way. See where my head is at? Where my heart is at?
Cool.
I'm angered by the fact that they've done this to Baba. I don't like it, and I ain't ashamed to say it. Kiss my natural born yellow ass. You niggas ain't doing this to my father, is what I'm saying. Now I'm show you something. Just for fucking with me now, the walls of Jericho will come tumbling what?
Down.
But very artfully. With the diplomacy that you, with the royalty that you crackers ain't never even thought existed. Because y'all ain't never lived in our house. Y'all ain't never been round. And our family was talking. Let me tell you something. Good shit. I haven't forgotten none of it. None. So y'all ready to rock and roll, fam?
Ooh.
I am.
Ooh.
So on that,
Shut it down.
Let's do it. Let's don't talk about what them crackers are doing. Talk about what we're going to do.
Yep.
And let's forget a secure party. You want to know why? Because the empire struck back. It didn't strike forward in the movie. We're not going to moonwalk. We're going to sundance. I'll be yelling, all across their ass. But we ain't going to be going backwards. We're going to be going what? Forward. Michael did the moon dance, the moonwalk. Fuck that. I'm the sun dancer. And the reason we will win this war is because we have rhythm and they don't. Don't forget that. That's real talk. So yeah, when you hear the beat, move to it. Groove to it. That's what's going to get you there. Trust me. But do you know when it happens, let me say this, one thing more. When it happens in the heavenly skies, you know what our family plays and rocks their butt the minute the song comes on? Guess what song it is?
Payback, James Brown.
Bingo, the big payback, nigga. I put that on everything I love. Nigga, as soon as they hear that shit, every nigga in the galactical heavens goes super duper mad, nigga crazy. They start rocking the house. Nigga, what the fuck's going on? Nigga, rip them, nigga. Whipping on them, tearing their asses down.
I used to train to that.
I put on everything, may the Most High be my witness, man. The big payback come on and the whole family, all the niggas look at each other and say, woo, time to rock and roll, y'all. And you see some good old-fashioned nigga shit come up out these beans, man. Both of their hair, man, don't be no joke.
Hey, Chief, I got a question. This is gonna be kind of funny, but I got a question. You know, it's more like a statement, Chief. It's more like a statement because I have never, ever heard anybody yet hit the notes James Brown can hit. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Like that, man.
Yeah, that's what letting you know, nigga. I got it way down deep in that dude. I ain't playing with you.
Yeah, he hit.
I want to get up and do my thing, you know. Man, let me tell you, Grandpa's is too much. I love Grandpa. It is such a delightful thing. He plays a little game, like he'll tap. I mean, Grandpa, I know you here, nigga, where you at? And then you hear tap over here and then tap way over there. Tap, 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 tap. Say, yo, come on, man, don't start this. Don't start this. Now, I know, come on, man, don't have me. I'm going to find you. Then I start looking under the couch, looking around the house. Then I hear him tap 5 miles away in the distance. Tap, 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 tap. Then right in the house. Tap, 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 tap. You see? Y'all in for a treat.
Chief, may I say something real quick about that tapping? Last night, I was at home, and my wife heard she heard the tapping. I heard tapping, and I had to go outside looking for it. Man, I'm telling you, I went outside looking for it. We couldn't tell where it was coming from, and I was blaming my children. I said, babe, that ain't nothing but the kids in there. That ain't nothing but the kids. I cannot find it, man. Hey, I apologize to the Hootie Dan because I went and grabbed my gun.
You're going to hit just like this. Listen, this how you going to hit, just like this. Just like this. This how you going to hit.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like that.
Yeah, it was coming from outside, and then when I went outside, I couldn't hear nothing. And my wife, she still could hear it, and I come inside, and I couldn't hear it. And then I heard it faintly, and I was like, man, where's that coming from? And I went and got my gun, and I went outside again, and I had my flashlight.
And when you did that, God, I was laughing at your ass. God, my Japanese, when you look at this fool.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, I know now. Look, I would not take my gun out next time. I'll just go out there.
I'm going to tell you something, bro. Family, I want y'all to know. Don't y'all feel this good shit?
Ooh.
Don't you?
Yeah. Ooh,
man, that's love, baby.
All day. That's right.
Good shit, my nigga. You feel me?
Yes.
That's that shit, my nigga. And absolute God for the niggas that ain't here with it. Because then, man, nigga, you been waiting on this a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You feel me?
Feel you.
The day your family becomes family again in its entirety and Uncle Evil stays his ass home. You been waiting on this a long time. Shoot. Your Uncle Good be over there just cracking jokes, making everybody laugh. Uncle Evil be over in the corner talking about, that ain't none of his baby. Yo, she fuck, woo, 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 woo.
Right.
And then, you know, the whole family fighting and cussing and carrying on. Like, man, look at this shit. This nigga done started shit all over again. Nigga, you did that here at the last family, you motherfucker. You and your drunk ass. I'm come up here and talk about everybody's business but Jones, you know?
Right.
You gotta stop drinking Wild Irish Rose, by the way, you know, to Swiss up. Motherfucker, you know what the hell wrong with you?
Wild Irish Rose.
You do get about a Hennessy, you damn fool. Yeah, you know, Ripple. You know what I mean?
Right.
The motherfucker. I don't know what the hell you talking about. You niggas just don't like me because I'm good looking.
That's right.
Y'all don't like me because I'm good looking. I know the best thing. What the fuck that? Give me a kiss. Like, nigga, you don't get the fuck.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go make some barbecue. Huh? What's up?
Hey, ATUN-RE. Hey, man, we don't gotta be a secure party to stand up for your rights. You know what I'm saying? You got the rights. That's a human. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta become a secure party.
Stand up for your rights. Let me say something to you. You got to denounce your blackness to do it. Now the question is, are you willing to? Well, you think Bob is where he at right now? Because he wasn't. Nobody ever took the time to see that, man. Come on, Bob knew all about this shit long before y'all did. He had the redemption manual long before y'all did. And he knew more about it than any of y'all. So wait a minute. Then why he in the penitentiary right now becomes the question. I'll tell you why, because he didn't sell out.
So what happened with the two Shriners from Alabama? Was they the dudes that orchestrated the takedown bombers? The two Shriners you were talking about a long time ago? You said it was two Shriners that was from Arkansas or Alabama.
I never spoke about two Shriners from Arkansas or Alabama. I never talked about that. You never heard that come out.
Now you were saying something about that he was done in by a certain group of individuals, two dudes.
I said that he was done in by the same people. Baba was done in by the same people who killed Donny Hathaway.
Okay, all right, yeah. I think that might have been what you said, yeah.
And Baba was done in by the same people who are in certain city administrative positions right here in the city of Vallejo. Same motherfuckers that tried to get me to become a Freemason. Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, I had a question, Chief.
That paid Jacob.
Oh, excuse me.
What's up?
I had a question, just something I was vibing on today. I had never really took the time to think about until I heard you say Congress and what it represented by the C-O-N in front of it means against. And when the word is put out for us to do what we're doing now, it's called a conference. And like I was telling Brother Anthony when I talked to him earlier, I had never knew what
now you start to see, no, this is not a conference call. This is a pro-french call.
Pro-french.
Remember I used that word? Remember I said
did
that
say
earlier?
pro-french.
Maurice?
You
I
did.
was like, we're not having a
did.
conference, then we having a pro-ference.
Yeah. I was like, was it something that we could call it that carries more power because it's a circle and what to do it so?
That's pro-french. Right. Listen, pro-french means that you stand for friends coming together. Because first you got to be friends again before you can ever lay claim to being family. You see what I'm saying? Never mind how you treat me. Look at how you treat each other is what I would tell them all the time. We're pro-friends. Pro-friends.
Pro-friends. Pro-friends.
The truth of the matter is that we stand for and for the upkeep and value, because we know the valuableness of good friendship. It's worth it. Any good friend is worth their weight in gold. That's when you can call him your brother and you can say, you know, something, I honestly love you, bro. Because you've earned that. Nigga, you've been there, baby.
Right on.
You follow that?
I follow.
Trust is not, listen, status is not something that's given away. Status is something that's earned over a course of time. You follow that?
Cool.
And see, the way you know the like-minded is because of that time having been put in, that creates that energy, that vibe. I'm talking about nigga that carries a signature all of its own. It can't be duplicated. You know the good shit. You know the real shit. How could you not? You've been exposed to the master. And I'm not talking about just me. I'm talking about Baba. Because I am Baba one. I mean, you know the shit, niggas. Get real. Y'all know the shit. Y'all know how to rock and roll with it. Rock and roll with it to the fullest. Damn it, when you ever heard seen Baba anything less than fly?
Never.
When have you ever seen Baba step out anything less than ultimately fly? When? No. So that's how you supposed to step out. That's how I step out. That's how I step out. I don't step out playing with him.
I was about to say when they have Baba in court, they try to make him look bad then too. They was trying to make him look bad.
Yeah, I know that they tried to, but they can never do that, dude, because it's too late. The images have already been planted in our hearts. I'm not seeing my father in no orange jumpsuit, looking pitiful. Kiss my ass. I see you, cracker, up there, Judge. I see you, Judge. Whoever the fuck you are. What was the bitch name? Ashley, what? Royal, high-ranking member of Astar Command. You couldn't see that? Ashley Royal. Come on, man, get real.
Ashley. Ash Tar.
At the same time, on everything I love, I was going through a divorce proceeding, and the clerk of the courts, her name was Linda A. Ashcraft. I mean, come on, same time. When Baba was going through what he was going through, nigga, this is what I was going through. Ashtar Command's name all over the document. Linda A. Ashcraft. It don't get no worse than that. And I went in front of a Judge Haight. Ain't that about a bitch?
Damn. Damn.
You feeling me?
Ooh. Yes, sir. Ooh.
Man, that's real talk. Judge Ashley J. Royal. I mean, motherfucker, they whole fucking Starfleet was fucking, flying flags and celebrating their ass off. Letting the whole world know there. That's when I was doing that to him. With her very fucking name. Now, come on.
Chief, I got a question. This is Anthony. If you don't mind.
What's up?
I was wondering if you could I don't know, I said this before a while ago, but I know I was talking to Tank about it, and he said I should mention it, so I'm gonna speak up on it. If you could give me like a tribal name or something, you know what I mean? OSOICE family. Or a name, period.
I'll give you a tribal name right now. Shining Brave. Here.
Shining Blade.
Here, baby. Shining Brave.
I'm trying to use that braid.
Cool.
Brave.
Shining Brave. B-R-A-V-E.
Got it. Shining Brave. Thank you, Chief.
I like that.
Without question. That's what you've been doing, bro. You've been shining real brave. Holding firm, nigga. Hold your position, because it ain't going to be easy to ride. Nobody ever said it'd be easy walking with me. This shit is not a game. This shit's real as a phone. Yeah, but I'm the gingerbread man now. Harry Tubman time.
That's right.
You understand?
Ooh, yes, sir.
Ooh.
That's how I roll. I'm the leader of the New Black Panther Party.
Yes, sir.
Me, that's who. And let the whole world what?
Know it.
No. We ain't no meow. We raw, nigga. Shit. All up in your don't, nigga. Punks amongst us. There's no faggots. I won't know your name. That's right. Dee-doo-doo-doo-doo, dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boom, boom, boom. Dee-doo-doo-doo-doo, dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boom, boom, boom. Always where there's light. One thing plain and so. Nothing stays the same. It changes and it starts to grow. The story that is told is about a people once strong and whole, taken in its place, manipulated then so but here you are, here you stand today. It's at a date you can barely say who you are, and you know your place, right from wrong. We're ready, but the time to become has come. But the time to become has come. Like the caterpillars and the butterflies, a piece of gold to a dime, but no more time for us to try. Become like the seed to a flower, and minutes have turned to hours, and so the sun rises in the sky will become like today becomes tomorrow, and And joy removes sorrow. As sure as the sun rises and shine will become God. In the state you're in, there is no control. When you look within, all is yours. Just think, and it will be created. So the power to bring a victory, like the caterpillar and the butterfly, piece of coal to a diamond, and no more time for us to try. Become. That's right.
Man. Chief, while you were singing that song, it was a daggone wasp on my windshield, man, on the inside of my truck. Slowly crawling up the windshield. Man, I killed it, man. Was I wrong for that?
No, you was right on the money, man. Let me tell you something. I was a goddamn conduit. That's what it was. I could be anything I wish to be in all as long as I wish to stay in all. I am never alone. Like, okay, but they can be anything they wish to be in all too. Shit. So what I'm saying is, the way you know when something in nature is against you is by the posture it takes towards you. If it's coming at your ass, kill it, motherfucker. If it's threatening your life, kill it. God over that.
It wasn't.
They use the butterfly. We use the butterfly. They use the fly. We use the sparrow. They use the crow. Okay, come on. And you'll be able to see through the sparrow's eye in the day you are overcast. That crying sometimes is good for the soul. It cleanses out some shit. And laughter is even better. Sleep is and food is a friend, and sleep is even better than that. Sleep well. Sleep with a peace that is perfected. And then rise to put it into motion. All your dreams come true. Let's do it, y'all. Let's don't talk about it. Let's be about it, damn it. Nigga James.
Let's go.
Say the Children World Movement. Window Symbols. The Real People Party. And the list goes on, niggas. Real moves. I got the moves. More moves than X-Lax, nigga. Shit. That's right. And I just started. I haven't seen shit yet. Wait till I dig deep and become creative. They're really in trouble. I love y'all. Shout it out. Box it. Bag it. Put it out there. Hold up.
Shout it out.
Shout it out.
Hold up.
Yo, what up, Brave?
Yeah. Shining.
That's a hard name, too.
Shining.
Hey, I was gonna ask. Look, I wanted to ask you before he got off the line. I was like, man, you don't mind if I get that tattooed on me, do you? Because I want that permanent on my skin.
Hey, but one
I might go ahead and do it. Get a tattoo.
But one way he say about you shining brave is that like you the only brother that posted them Dr. York videos, you know, like all that old stuff, you know, you just like put on your Facebook. Only be a couple folks like me.
I don't care.
That's brave though, you know.
I don't care. Right, because I got love for the master teacher, you know what I mean? He brought me, like he raised me from the dead in a sense, you feel me? So I can't never forget that, you know. And now I'm with his son, so I'm just I need to give me the word to put his videos on there, and they'll be on there every day. You know what I mean?
This is Maurice.
So can I do that?
Always share and promote. Always do more. We need to do more. So always do anything. Like do more, you know, but check in.
All right, well then I'm gonna start posting ATUN-RE videos on my Facebook page.
Yep. Cool.
Me too. I'm signing out, gentlemen. Love y'all. It was awesome,
love you too,
be in touch with everybody. Hey, ATUN-RE, tonight.
Young Gabriel, we love you too, brother. If you're still on the line, man, thanks for joining us tonight.
Izzy, I was going to see that too. If he was going to say he must have tapped out. Yeah. So, but I'm glad he called in, man. That made my night, man. My heart soared to the heavens when he did that. And he'll be back. I can't wait to talk to him about it. So, hey, y'all gentlemen, have a nice shadow hour. And boom, we'll be talking. Shaddah Da.
All right, brother. Shaddah Da. All right. Anybody else? Everybody on the line? They stand what everybody doing? They getting off the line?
Yeah, let's probably got to shut it down.
All right, cool.
Getting about 2:30.
All right. Yeah, it's late as a mug. But all right, man. I'm gonna check in with you tomorrow around noon. And I'll go in there and get the you said the OSOICE logos, get that going.
Yeah, we get that printed up. Nigga jeans, you really.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You see, you keep talking about it. Yeah.
I'm trying to order 10, like 10, or when she give me a price, I'll see what it is I can afford, and do either 10 or do like 8 or 7 or whatever. I'm trying to get enough where, me and my wife can model, and I could ship you out. Something and ship out. ATUN-RE something if we can get it. I don't know how he gets stuff. You know what I mean? I be wanting to mail stuff.
Address.
We got address where he can get it.
Okay.
All right. And that'll work then. That'll work when I get that. Because when I put this order in tomorrow, it's going to be a 2-week thing where I got to wait 2 weeks to get it. And I don't know how this holiday's working yet. How they going to work it around the holiday. Hopefully I can get it before it ends because the order's not too big. So I'm just letting you know I'm getting the wheels going on that tomorrow since we are in agreement on everything. So.
That's fine. All right, Shaddah Da Family.
Well, I already told you, brothers, whatever y'all need from me, just holler at me now.
I didn't even know you was on the line, man.
Oh, the whole time. The whole time, man.
So, look, I heard your voice once, and then I thought you dropped off and didn't come back. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Sometimes it feels so good to do that, man. Sometimes it feels so good to do that, man. I soak in. I appreciate everybody, man. I wanted to tell Young Elder, I appreciate him. ATUN Chief already know how I feel about him. That's forever in lifetime. And, I just want to make sure y'all know how I feel about y'all, too, man. So, hey, but whatever y'all need for any projects we working on, man, just let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything you need from me. So, but, yeah, I
Young Elder still on the line?
Yeah, I kind of thought we might have lost.
It's only all right. I want to tell him the same, peace and love, good night and all that, and thanks for, chatting it up with me tonight.
Hey, Ant, but you know how I feel about him, man. So, it was hard to be quiet with trying to get him. I said, damn, my brother ain't say. The only thing he did say was one of all of my favorite, his little quotes, or his little sayings, but he didn't say, what's the one? Oh, man, let me tell you. I wasn't saying so bad.
Yeah, he didn't say it slow, but he said it real fast. He said, let me tell you. He said it a few times.
Okay. Yeah, man, I just, I was here the whole time. If I even tried to not participate, it killed me. I was like, I got to call in, man. I got to hear what these brothers saying, and I'm just, absorb it all. So I appreciate everything. I got a lot of notes. Here. Yeah. And
hey, bro, if you want to call me when you get off this line, man, hit me up, man. I got another hour to drive. But it's up to you, man.
Yeah. I'm actually, my wife is. I'm supposed to.
Oh yeah. You better do that.
You better do that. Maybe I'm call it taking Chief's orders. He said, "Get your husband." No,
right, y'all.
No, but
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Much love to y'all, man. And let me know if y'all whatever you need me to do, brother. I'm here for all of y'all, everybody.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Love you.
Love y'all, bro.
Shaddah Da, y'all. Shaddah Da.